From the legends of memory and storage. Crucial brings you the ultimate performance in gaming. Legendary products. Precision engineered. For speed and stability. Crucial ballistics.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the LG Ultragear Tec Gauntlet Season 3, powered by Crucial. Our apparel partners as X56, accessory partners Cosmic Byte, and our esports partner is none other than Aimlab. It's going to be your boy Aggressive, joined by none other than the universe himself. Sadly, somehow the universe is quantified to someone sitting right on my left side, but it's fine. Nothing to really worry about that. We're going to be heading on down into a banger of two sets of games today. One for the 4 p.m. match, one for the 8 p.m. And right off the get-go, we have one for the books as well. Because Team Valor versus RG Academy, this is a match that we've been waiting for a pretty long time, universe, because both of these squads, when you consider their raw skill, I would say that they're very evenly matched, but when you consider experience, Team Valor, they take the cake easily.
Yeah, this is a matchup where experience counts a lot against talent. It's basically, the old dogs against the young guns, and Valor is a team that, to be honest, I wouldn't say they're tier 1. I would say they're tier 1.5. They're right between tier 2 and tier 1. They're a team that could easily fit into either group. At times when they've had their best performances, they've beaten teams like Velocity. At times when they've had somewhat not so good performances, they've struggled against a couple of other
Squad.
tier 2. Yeah, exactly. So if you have to consider this matchup, eventually you would say, okay, you know what, Team Valor probably has the upper hand, but RG Academy have looked like a squad that can beat anybody right now. And let's have a look at the MVP standings, which should be giving a little bit of info as to who exactly we can expect to play today from these two sides. It's going to be no one, but Aggressive, I want to know, who do you think is the real MVP from both of these sides?
In my eyes, I personally have to say that Hunter takes the cake from Team Valor. Tell me at one point where Hunter has not clutched out a round because of his incredible shock darts or his incredible clutch potential. He jumps down, goes into a fight, and just randomly taps a person in the forehead and sends them flying into the next dimension. Or you look at his shock darts or his recon span, he's standing somewhere on A spawn and the person planting on B gets a random shock dart on his face, and I'm like, huh. I gotta learn that lineup later. That's how good Hunter can be from there. And when you consider the MVPs, we're gonna talk a lot more about that when it comes down to their own player spotlights. But for now, let's focus on the screen right here. MVP standing wise, all these players, they're here for a reason. All of them are Jet players, other than one man in the middle, well, a middle to the left, let's say, Sai, being on a Sova, sometimes being on that Jet, and sometimes being on a Killjoy even. He's such a flexible player, and the reason why he's here is because of his flexibility. But I digress. We talk a lot about the side of the MB standings for now. We're going to be looking at that later. But let's head on over to the group standings first and see exactly what the groups are looking like. Because think of it like this. Team Valor, what are they really fighting for? What's their position right now? Universe, as the screen shows up, Team Valor, they're stuck on the 5th and RG Academy are stuck on the 6th. So both of them, they're just 1 point away from one another. But the biggest difference here is that RG Academy, they have played 4 games, while Team Valor, they've already played 5, and this will be their 6th.
Yeah, that is true. This is about who is going to be going further on and maybe, overtake Seoul Esports, because that's what's going to happen today. It's either going to be RG Academy to take over Seoul and Valor, or it's going to be Valor to just take over Seoul and be on par with True Rippers. Now, if you consider the overarching storyline, is just that RG Academy still have a game in hand, and that is this game. Because as soon as Valor play this, they will have just one match left, whereas RG Academy will have 2. So in a best case scenario, I would probably say that this is a matchup where both of these teams would probably, gain if both of them pulled out 1 point each. For example, let's see if Valor win this one map, the first map, right? And RG pick up the entire series 2-1. RG Academy will go above them, but both of them will stay on the same points. And this is a kind of situation that's not just happened once. It's happened multiple times now in the TC Gauntlet, where it's more beneficial if somebody wins at least a minimum of one map and then they move on ahead to, even if they lose out the series, it's not going to hurt them as much. But we all know that winning is obviously better than just getting one map and losing.
Yeah, that's also true, especially in this case here. For all the points that they have gained, they need to make sure they keep themselves in the running by just gaining that 1 point. RG Academy, if they lose here, there's a chance that they could just get relegated, because at that stage, they're in the same position as the side of God Particles and also M42. So in a way, they're hoping for a lot of these different mess ups to happen. So the people down at the very bottom, they could have a chance to just pounce on that one small mistake and take their own position moving on down forward onto playoffs. Group B has been full of surprises. Honestly speaking, I didn't expect SATUL to do as well as they are doing right now, primarily because of the fact that they're still a brand new roster. They're still trying to work out their kinks, but hey, if they're able to do it and they're able to make it happen, who am I to judge? But for now, we're going to be judging the side of Team Valor as we head on down over onto their team spotlight and see exactly what they're going to be cooking up for us. Right off the get-go, I have to say, Team Valor as a squad, they have stuck together for a really long time, but after Pixels did leave and with the recent addition of JN, it feels as though the roster has a lot of duelists on their side, and in that sense, they have the firepower, but they're lacking the terms of, let's say, utility usage, team play, and coordination. Because when everyone's a duelist player, everyone likes to play super aggressive, and the other players, they're trying to fit into roles that they're not really as comfortable with as you would have hoped for. Like Pasha, he has fitted into the Astra role really well, but when he is on something like a Viper, I don't know, he's still having a lot of difficulties trying to make it work properly for them.
Yeah, I think that this is a team where, it's all about experience. It's all about disciplined plays. It's all about how you work together as a well-oiled, machinery where every clog is working on the basis of another. That's how this team functions. That's how they've played, and that's how they will continue to play, with a couple of surprises here and there. Hunter is a person that I think who leads this team really well from the back lines and also from the front, because he is one of the players who always ends up top fragging for his team, and I love that because um it's just amazing. I love how these players have come together and they are, giving competition to literally every team out there, and Valor have the potential to become one of the best teams in the country. It just needs a little bit more, I want to say cohesion of time.
Let's head on down over to the player spotlight from the side of Team Valor and see exactly who's going to be playing from there. And remember what I said about the person being on the MVP? Like, I literally knew that this was going to happen because Hunter, he's the literal backbone of the squad. If you think about the entire skeletal structure of Team Valor, you got the head, you got the eye, you got the legs, you got the arms. This guy's the literal spine. He's the one who holds the entire squad together. And Hunter being here is not really a surprise. The way he plays the Sova, the way he sets up his team, the way he is able to go in for clutches. Whenever I look at this man, I think of Hiko. And not gonna lie, he does look similar to Hiko as well in a lot of aspects.
Yeah, I think that Hunter is honestly one of the best Sovas around. If you think of the best Sovas in the country, you're gonna say Right to Ace. You're probably gonna say, Rexy if you put him in the list. If you want to say, Sai now recently, who's come up and taken up the role of Sova, and this guy right here. He is a Sova main pretty much every single
His name
time.
screams Sova Vade.
Yeah, because Hunter's Fury clearly is not Sova's, it's his Fury. So,
Yes.
yeah, that Hunter really is a brilliant player, and I think that I'm not quite sure if he's going to be playing today, but definitely, an influential player on the side of Valor who takes them over the line to victory.
Let's just see from their end. But at the same time, we'll be talking about the side of Team Valor quite a lot. Let's head on down over to the team spotlight for RG Academy, because RG Academy, in ways, they have been making strides, but honestly, there's one man that we always want to talk about, and you know who that is. It has to be Sensei, dude. The way that Sensei plays, it just blows my mind. And just look at his picture. Look at us giving us the death stare from the sidelines. You know for a fact if a person is posing like that, he means business.
Yeah, that is true. This is a team where the last time they won, they had to win it. They really needed that win, and they pushed through somehow, and they got it against their opponent's M42. And in the third map, especially, it was honestly, I did not expect it to be the way it was because they beat out the side of M42 13-1 on Ascent, and that was quite a bit of a showing, to be honest, because if you would look at how the previous two maps went with them, it was overtime. It was really close to overtime. And after that, when Ascent came on, within literally 5 minutes of a gap between the second and third map, they just, I don't know what just got over them, but this is a team that, on their really best days where they've had, a sudden aura that's surrounding them in terms of, what, we are the best team in the country. They can beat teams like M42 13-1. And that's pretty much a statement from them that, they can probably take on anybody and everybody. And today has to be one of those days where they have to prove their salt yet again, prove their mettle against a team like Valor, which is, in my opinion, I believe, a lot more difficult to beat than the side of M42.
Yeah, that is true, but at the same time, if anyone can do it, it has to be the side of RG Academy now, is it not? Let's see who's going to be stepping up the most onto the table as we head on down over to the crucial player spotlight for RG Academy, and it's going to be none other than Wonder. The two Sova players being on the spotlight, it's not really a surprise, but at the same time, Wonder, I believe as though he has a little bit more to showcase to us because going up against Hunter, when we compare the two player spotlights, Wonder doesn't have a lot of, no pun intended, wondrous plays from his end to showcase to us.
Yeah, I think Wonder, hasn't been that active per se in terms of his showcase of skills, but he's done enough to.
Consistent.
Yeah, he's shown that he can be mildly consistent, and he has to be a little bit more, active in terms of, I want to say, not just skills, but in terms of, showcasing himself as a entity that should be feared, like Hunter. It is going to be difficult for him to compete, obviously, given that there are so many great players on in this tournament. But if he wants to make a mark, which he has by, being selected into this roster of the RG Academy, he definitely is going to go, to other places where he's going to be picked up by better teams, or he's going to have a team of his own. And he definitely is going to improve. It's just a starting step for him, and today should be one of the days where he should say, yeah, you know what, this server right now, I'm the better Sova. That's the mentality he needs to go in with.
Yeah, he should be able to find it down here as well because Wonder, if he wants to beat out the side of Team Valor, he needs to step up onto the table and he needs to showcase to his team that, hey, boys, we got this. Even though it's Team Valor, we have nothing to really worry about. We have the potential, we have the firepower, we are the best here. Just run with that confidence, do a group huddle, go in for a hug, scream re if you want to, and then just push yourself down on towards the server. But for now, we're going to be pushing it down over towards the map video screen to see exactly where these teams are going to be taking us. What exactly is the battleground? What are we going to be looking forward to? And right off the get-go, it's going to be Haven. I think it's fine, Universe. Do we need to talk about Haven?
I'm not gonna say anything, but I think that Haven is a map where Valor. I would have expected them to take Bind, but I think Bind would have got banned. That's exactly where they've gone for Haven. RG Academy, well, for obvious reasons, they've gone for Ascent. We know that they're pretty good on Ascent. They just absolutely dominated the last time they played here. It could continue, but Haven, I'm not quite sure if RG Academy are going to be able to, take down Valor, because Valor thrive on Haven just as much as they thrive on Bind. I think this is one of their stronger maps, and I'm just interested to see how exactly it all turns out, because RG Academy, if they want to win this 2-0, they have to pick up Haven. But if Valor pick up Haven, then I am not quite sure if RG Academy are going to have a say in this, because once Valor pick up a map, their momentum allows them to ride it across the entire series.
Yeah, it's just about those small changes here and there. It's going to bring them what they want. RG Academy, they are an absolute beast when it comes down to the map of Ascend. So, Haven, it carries a lot of weight for Team Valor. They either take this or they're going to get sent back home packing. And they do not want that. They do not want to go on to their 6th loss like this. Take it easy. Take it slow. Go in for a strong game plan. But you can already see there's a massive problem. Hunter is no longer part here. Like he's not playing today for the side of Team Valor, so they lost out on one of their most clutchest players. But with the addition of Strokey onto their side, they have a lot more firepower as well to work with. Because Strokey, when he's on a Cypher, man, I love this guy and his lurks. He is a different level when it comes down to ratting. He's like the rattiest rat that you can find here. And Team Valor,
that's a lot of rats in one sentence, but okay.
But he is one.
Are you calling Strokey a rat?
Not in real life in the game.
He's gonna have some words with you after. But hey, we've got Equinox on the other side. We've got Equinox on the other side picking up the Cypher. And if you look at the entire agent selection, it's pretty much similar, right? You got a Cypher, except the fact that there is a single duelist against a double duelist setup, which is a Phoenix is in the mix here from the side of Valor, which is interesting because Buster's picked it up. And I would expect that from Buster because Buster, you know, is a secondary duelist. He plays that role really well. And I'm just interested to see how exactly it's going to be ending up because we've got a Sky, which is not available on one side. It's a single initiator on one side. It's a double initiator on the other. And if you are to consider how much information plays a role in the map of Haven, this has to be the game because you just have to now understand how potent a Sky and Sova combination can be more over the side of a Phoenix and Sova combination.
Yeah, it's just like this. Phoenix and Sova versus the Sky and the Sova. The Sky can facilitate the Sova for a lot of pushes, and the Sova can facilitate the Sky for a lot of pushes. Basically, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. That's kind of the situation here when you play both of these characters. But for a Phoenix and a Sova, it's not as simple now, is it? You need to rely a lot more on your Sova to set you up for a lot of the plays, making it a lot more simpler for you, but at the same time, RNG Academy! That was... Sensei just gets a random kill onto the face of Bullet. Like, you know for a fact that Bullet wasn't supposed to be the one who dies there. But hey, they got a kill! So I guess it's fine.
Yeah, ROG immediately losing one of their main players, and Valor, you can see it. They went towards A, and they're rotating back. This is textbook Valorant from Valor. This is exactly how they play. They've left one player there, that's Buster, to hold on to the backlines just in case as they start to move towards C. And now the sound cues are being given. Here go down the stars as well. And Valor are running straight into this.
Now it's gonna be the real fun. Ludra. Oh wait a second, that's not how it's supposed to work. Oh my god, they just went in for a fast rush and Pasha's gonna be able to get 2 kills and he get down over to a 2 versus 2 situation this quick. Okay, never mind, Wonder. Okay, a Wonder, a shock dart from him. It's gonna be the thing that takes down Pasha, and with that, things are now looking up for them, but at the same time, things could go horribly wrong in a matter of a couple of seconds, and Buster, he's gonna be the difference maker, and another beautiful jump out from Wonder. One more kill, come on Wonder, just one more shot, but no! It wasn't for a jumping classic right click, which doesn't work anymore as good as it used to, and Buster's gonna get the clutch! Well, RG Academy, that's a massive upset from your end.
Indeed is. Now, because of that one particular round, it is going to be a little bit of a smooth sailing, at least for this one. They've picked up even 2 rifles, so this is a pretty easy round that should be going in the favor of Valor. They are moving in towards A yet again as Bullseye. He has a shorty in his hand and could be a little bit damaging in case somebody decides to go here towards A short. They know that there's going to be some sort of a shotgun available to these people of ROG. So he's just holding on, waiting. And they move in towards A long. Pasha Sahil. He's probably going to get this kill. Yep. No, it's going to be Strokey, actually. Sensei's here as well as the others. But JN, he's doing cleanup duty while Buster and Strokey are helping him with the tools. It's going to be the second round, a flawless round for them. They took a little bit of a patience approach, and it worked out for them perfectly. Did not lose a single player, and that's exactly what they would have wanted. Bonus round that's going to be played to its full potential with 2 rifles available, so that's still a bit of a problem for the side of ROG, but because they've got a full buy across all 5 of their players, we're going to have to wait and see whether or not they can upturn the side of Valor that's been running riot for the first 2 rounds.
I didn't expect it to go like this, but yeah, if it works, it works. Okay, they just they just rushed in and they gave like no two dabs about what was happening, but hey, that's just an eco round. You can't really judge a team by their eco round stock, can you? Unless you're, of course, ENIGMA, who have RBK, who can just completely one-tap anyone out of existence, but... Buster?
Okay, that was a little reckless. And he had
little
a
bit too
Vandal as well.
ambitious. Yeah, that was
he had
way too ambitious.
Yeah, he had a Vandal as well. He was the one person who had to stay alive because of the rifle he has in his hands. But, well, it's happened. And now ROG Academy have man advantage. They're set up perfectly. 2 on each side of A and C, and Sensei holding down B. And he's going to be challenged by Strokey in a couple of seconds as JN dashes into the side. Bullseye was pretty low, but JN failed to get that kill. As ROG, well, easy pickings for them. It's like the apple fell right out of the tree onto their hands. They didn't even have to go and jump for it.
Yeah, in this stage, Gravity's going to be working in their favor. And with all the members of Team Valor free falling into their awaiting arms, Bullet,
30 seconds
I think it's your turn. Just go in for it, man. Just give them a big hug. Maybe they're going to put you down lightly. But in this situation, I don't think that's going to happen. A flawless round is pretty much on the cards. Bullet's trying to maybe find one more kill or maybe just save his gun. Even if he does go in for a save, it's going to be good for him. He has enough money regardless, but he's going to go in for a try, do as much damage as he possibly can. Gets spotted out by the recon bolt, and it's time to die, Bullet. 1-2. And Equinox is going to be the one to shut him down.
Number 1 comes up for ROG, and that's what you would expect given the situation of these rounds and the usual story that always spawns out on most of these maps. But now Valor have a bit of a full buy coming in their favor as well. 2 players on half armor, that's not going to be a problem. But if you would consider the first half, you know, advantage, who do you think that it would reside to if RG win this?
Ooh. This is a good amount of damage, but with the push going on down through already, positionally, they're not in the best of positions now, are they? Team Valor. They are trying to gain map control, but they're all stuck on mid. They just want to go in for a mid engagement, and I don't understand why Buster is alone in so many of these situations. I understand that he's such a self-sufficient fragger, but... I get that, but still... He shouldn't be this alone. Like, look at this man. He's the lurker now. Forget Strokey.
Alright, Strokey. He is holding down towards mid while the rest of his team move in towards A. There's only 1 player holding there, and that is Wonder. Sensei's also here for support, and this is going to be a 2v5 fight now on this A site. B's been left completely open. Here go down the stars, and here goes the flashes, and here come the dashes, but it doesn't matter. That missed dash from JN cost them a lot. Nobody checks that right side corner, but Strokey and Bullet somehow find 2 kills. And that's going to be a retake in a 3v2 fashion that comes in as soon as this plan goes down. And it's not looking pretty for Valor right now. ROG have an upper hand. They're going to get these kills. They're going to get them pretty easy. And ROG, they pull out a round that honestly was built on the back of just Wonder getting those first 2 kills.
An absolutely beautiful play from the side of ROG. What was those what are those shots, man, Wonder? Like, I think that he heard us, man. He heard the fact that, okay, I'm on the player spotlight today. I gotta show up. I gotta showcase to the entire world that, hey, I'm a Wonder child myself. That's why my name is Wonder. And he's been getting so many beautiful kills and so many good shock dart kills as well throughout the entire phase of this. Yeah, I think that after losing the pistol round in such a way, they're like, all right, time to switch it up, time to bring in our A game here. And RG Academy, they're showcasing what they can really do when they have those guns in their hand. And now, Team Valor, they're pretty much in the deep end already, but still, Sensei, he spots out one of the players. He's gonna go there for the shot at Sensei. He stays there. He just does not care. He knows that he's not gonna get shot, and he is ready for this fight. Wonder goes in for a spray. He's gonna be getting this kill regardless. Pulls out the classic, and then finally slaps Jin with it in the face. Nerf, nerf, what? We gotta nerf the side of ROG.
Well, you would expect that to happen after everything that's been done. The eco round was supposed to go down in the favor of ROG. And with a little bit of a play time coming in there from Ludra, we're gonna see we're gonna see a little bit of fun between the two teams. A banner that's coming in, and Valor, well, they've given away 3 rounds back to back. And now to consider their buy that's coming in a full-fledged round between these two that should be of a competitive nature. We have Sensei towards Garage, who went for the first shot, but he's not going to be able to connect it as Valor slowly moving towards A.
As you would have hoped for now, is it? Team Valor, I understand that that last round was an eco, but still could have been a little bit better from their end as well.
Joke's over! You're dead!
Let's just see what they do here in this round in particular. It's gonna be Buster pulling off the run it back. He's gonna get a little bit of information, but the timing's gonna be off, and Wonder doesn't know where to look. Does he look left? Does he look right? And this is why you don't want to stay inside of the A side when you're playing the Sova. Again and again, I talk about this all the time, Universe, and you know that I sound like a broken record at this point. Wonder, he doesn't need to anchor the side. He just needs to go away from it. Someone else wants, if anyone wants to anchor it, has to be the Sentinel player. Strokey, he's going to be able to get another kill down on towards the face of Bullseye. Just one kill is costing them pretty much everything. Equinox is going to be the one to shut down Strokey, but still, they don't have any side control. They get the information, but doesn't even matter because Sensei, he doesn't have an angle for any of these fights.
Yeah, Equinox, he spots out, but he comes back at the wrong timing. Buster comes out, and he is going to finish up this round as number 3 comes up for the side of Valor as well. Here we go. 3-3.
It's just not what you would have hoped for. Slow and steady wins the race. I kind of get that, but in this situation, maybe a little bit more of a pace change here, because Wonder, he's been holding down on this A side for so long that I'm very sure that all the members of Team Valor, they've already understood exactly how they want to take down their opposition, how they want to try and counteract this Sova. But with this play, they've gone in for a triple stack down towards the A side. This could just work. This could just be incredible. Sensei, he heard the sound, but he's not going to be able to get that kill. And Team Valor, they're not even going down towards this A side. They're shifting on to B, and the B side, it's right for the pick.
Here comes the Hunter's Fury from the one end, and it might just get the kill. Buster is trying to dodge it, and he will. They've taken control of the B side, and that's all they need as Sensei comes in from the back lines, and he finds Pasha Saya pretty easily. Buster down at 10 HP thanks to his wall healing him. He's still alive, but not for long. Sensei's gonna take him down as Bullseye and Equinox find kills themselves, and it's all left to Strokey in a 1v4 where he can hope for nothing but death.
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing that you can do here. You can see that he's having a little bit of fun right there. All the members of ROG, hey, when you're this close as friends together, of course they're gonna do something like this. ROG, they're at high spirits, and I kind of like that, because high spirits basically means that, hey, you're gonna be hitting a lot more shots, you're gonna be a lot more systematic in the way you take your fights. And all the members of ROG, they're showcasing exactly how pumped them they really are on the server. But for the side of Team Valor, I would say that that last round was a little bit too overly ambitious as well. The communication just broke down. You could see all of the players, they were just running around like headless chickens trying to go into proper positions, but no one was watching window when the window call out was already given and all the members of Team Valor were in sight. You question what went wrong in that round, but I guess it happens. It like sometimes the round just falls apart.
True. Now Buster, he is playing inside the smoke, thinking somebody's gonna be on the other side of it, pushing up towards A, but nobody is. And that's exactly why this drone has been sent out to clear every single angle possible. It will. It even should go through. No, it's not going to go through towards A short. They don't know how many players are on site, but there are both the initiators here. They need to be careful about this. Stars go down from defense. They're going to put up a smoke, and that's going to cause a little bit more timing.
Oh, I love this lineup. I love this lineup. Come on, Buster. Do it to him. Do you know this lineup?
Going in. Yeah, I know it. It's towards A short. Perfectly placed.
Yes,
He's gonna eat a lot of it. Gets out of there, but Wonder, he's making it work and he's getting kills. Bullseye adds onto it, but Strokey and Bullet, they get back too again. This has happened like the first round, and Sensei in this corner, good for only one. No dash available. As Ludra snuck under the heaven corner, but it's gonna be Equinox to finish it up, and here we go yet again. Another round for ROG. Number 5 they put up on the board as they're taking cruise control of the ship right now. And Valor, well, they're stuck in the engine room trying to figure out what the hell is happening.
You gotta say that Team Valor, they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Where do they go, dude? I thought that Sensei going into that corner with an operator was the biggest mistake ever, and this was the one mistake that will cost ROG their entire round, because you could see that. Who plays an operator in that angle? Just who? Sensei, you're an absolute madman.
You know, the thing about that A-short Molotov that came in, nobody was there towards short to maybe clean up that kill on the Bullseye. When
If there
Buster...
was a person.
Yeah, I think somebody should have been there, but here, Bullseye!
Spike down.
Praise
mid.
down too. It's an eco round except for Buster having one Vandal on his hands, who's already coming to the side, and that's gonna be an easy kill. Too many angles for him to check. Bullseye. That is not no Bullseye. No. Sensei takes up the last one, and that's gonna be number 6. With the eco on the cards, it was bound to be an RG round, but Bullseye, he's having fun clearly.
He's a little bit sad. You can see it in his eyes. He's like, come on. I did it to, like, he's telling his teammates that, come on, bro. You gotta be a sport. Why didn't he let me go in for this knife? He could be so sad, but hey, Bullet, he's staring daggers into Bullseye. He's like, you just didn't do this to me, man, did you? You just didn't try it. I'm coming for you next time. Maybe with a shock dart, maybe with a Hunter's Fury, or maybe with a Vandal Bullet with your name written on it.
Sensei saw that tripwire go down, so he has an idea that somebody's to the right, and
Strokey's smart. He's smart.
Yeah, he's aware of the fact that the operator could be there. It's come there multiple times, and good awareness by him to throw down the cage and get away. Now they're moving in towards C, where they've got Ludra and Equinox both waiting for them. No setup from the Cypher is available here, but he himself is. The tripwire onto Garage taken out. Bullseye blinds himself, but Buster has no idea that he's down. No, he does. He takes him out. That's gonna be one. Make that 2. JN picks up another, but Ludra still back off this side, trying to clear out everything for his team. Sprays down another.
Spike down.
But
C.
Valor is still in control. Sensei, 1v3 on him. He's got all his utility, but he needs to find the first kill.
We know that this man is good, but I don't think he's this good.
I mean, only time will tell. He can get sprayed down. Yeah, he will.
Oh, no, Strokey!
Okay,
Strokey.
that was... Let's just say nobody saw that.
Yeah, he was AFK.
Yeah, nobody saw that. Strokey, you're good. You're good.
Like, yeah, it's...
The first bullet definitely hit him.
You know, in an alternate dimension, it did hit him. Maybe he was just a couple of centimeters to the right side and it happened. This is why...
multiverse.
Yes, in the multiverse. Your counterpart universe. But...
Yeah, I mean, my counterpart would not hit that either, but okay, I'll...
Well, you yourself can't hit it either, so it's fine.
Wow. Wow, okay. Okay, we're going there, are we? Okay, I'm just... Yeah, I'm going home now.
You can't go home though, because we got an intense game already to cast. 6-4 on the scorecards, and slowly but surely they're making it work. They're bringing it all back, and the possibility of a 6-6 scoreline is very crucial for them, because Team Valor, if they're just able to get a couple more rounds, yeah, they can scavenge something. Because you gotta remember something, they started on the attacking side here. The attacking side with 2 duelists and a Phoenix. That's where this double duelist composition shines the brightest. But the fact that they have lost out on so many of these rounds, it already puts them at a massive disadvantage, because their composition becomes a lot more weaker on the side of defense. While ROG, they're gonna have a lot more potency only if they have their communication on point. And it's a massive
Oh,
if.
Sensei!
But JN, no. JN, you don't stay there. You don't stand in that corner. You want to go in for that spam. That's a really bad idea. Strokey tries to run it to the side. His footsteps giving away what his intentions. And Ludra, Just picks him up and takes him back home in a matter of seconds. But Buster, freebie for him. But Ludra, he's that lurker. He's the one holding down the side, and he just gets 3 kills all day long. And the side of Team Valor, they don't even know what hit them.
Buster has the spike right in front of him, but it's so far away still. And no time. No time at all. The max he can hope for is maybe 1 kill.
10 seconds left.
Nothing more. The spike is definitely not going in his hands,
so
and neither is that
What the?
kill. Oh, Ludra,
Last round
what an amazing play by him on the C side. Gets 2 on the back, then immediately changes his position, goes all the way across, and then he finds a perfect lineup between 2 players. His aim just as crispy as ever with that Phantom. What else would you expect from the man? Look at this. He positions himself so quickly in exactly where he knows that his opponents won't expect him. And he literally cuts them through in half and picks up 4 in that round.
It just goes to show how much effort and how much time all the members of Team
Oh my god,
Ultragear had, and he did that at Bullet. Bullet, that you were just not expecting that, don't worry, but this is Sensei we're talking about. Sensei's an incredible player, but Bullseye, he wants to one-up him as fast as he possibly can. Poor old JN dashes into a corner, but he has absolutely no backup. This was a 4-man stack on towards the C side. The entirety of Team Valor, they got read like an open book. Pull out the emotes, man. Show this in the cam. Because ROG,
Switching
they mean
sides.
business.
Well, I don't know if this business is good for their health, Valor, but so far it hasn't been. They need to make sure that they stabilize upon what they're doing. 8-4 on Haven, a map that is their pick, by the way, should not be the case, because I really expected Valor to take the upper hand in this first half of Haven, but ROG have come on top and they've done a brilliant job at it.
It's just the way that ROG are taking all of these different engagements, man. Oh boy. It's just so smart. Just think about it like this. The way that ROG are taking the fights, they're overly aggressing corners, yes, but they're overly aggressing corners when they know for a fact that
Are you kidding
just
me?
Team Valor are gonna do something like
Are
this.
you kidding me?
They
Sensei
beat
gets
the side.
such an easy 2K there that it's not even a problem for him. It's like he does that every other round. And ROG have found an easy 5v3 that, to be honest, I don't think Valor can come back from. Hot Hands being invested into healing himself rather than cleaning out a corner, unfortunately, because he got tagged down so low, Buster. And they're just holding now. They expect a backstab, but nobody's there. All 5 of them on the side of ROG are inside the site or towards A long. And here they move in. Flash is coming out. Buster gets blinded again. Wonder and Ludra triple up. Everybody from the side of ROG gets a kill. And they finish up this round with everything in their favor. A flawless pistol comes in. And number 9 and number 10, to be honest, looking inevitable. Well, all right. Now, if you are Valor, what do you do in this situation? You have to, you can fight out number 10 because you're not gonna force buy into this. You are gonna make sure that somehow this round gets over with as much damage as possible. That's exactly where you're gonna be playing in a couple of cheeky corners. Maybe kill 1, probably 2, make them reinvest it in the next round and then move in. Drop the 1 Vandal that they could have as JN. He crawls up close and he's gonna get punished for it, obviously. Equinox is gonna hold down the A side all for himself.
Standing ahead.
Garage position has been taken over. The recon is gonna clear out most of it, but they're not even going there. They want to rotate. They want to go towards A, where Equinox has taken a lot of map control. Buster, he realizes this and he's pushed up Garage. Oh, they're actually going towards C. Never mind me. They're actually moving in towards C, leaving Equinox to fend off for himself. And you can see it. They're already going back towards A. This fake is almost too perfect. Pasha Isle just wants a touch of information. And he's going to get it. As ROG are going to swarm the site all by themselves. And there's nothing they can do, the players of Valor. Strokey, the last man left.
Spike planted.
Probably 1 kill onto Sensei would be possible. and that's the max he's gonna get. 22 HP, he's down to, and he's got everybody running towards him right now. And that's gonna be it. Number 10 comes up for ROG.
About a tweet. I'm just about taking the kills and just finishing them off one by one.
You know, the one thing I do want to point out though, I think Valor are somewhat kind of lacking and missing maybe the leadership and, you know, the enigma, the aura of Hunter.
Yeah, they are. In this situation, you can already see that they're trying to fit.
Well, it looks like, unfortunately, I've had aggressive go away.
That. Yeah,
Oh,
sorry
yeah,
about that, ladies and gentlemen. Had a little bit of a problem with my own microphone. But as I was saying, yeah, Hunter not being here, you can already see that his presence is being missed, primarily because all of these site rushes, they're just not as good as you would have hoped for. They're running into site, but they don't have a solid contingency plan to do. Like, what they want to do after they get into the site. Okay, they have the site control, yeah, but who's going to clear a backup site? Where are the shock darts there? Where's the control in that angle? It's just not going to find out much, but it's fine. Nothing to really worry about, because the side of all the members, they already know what they want to hold. They're going to be able to survive, but Bullseye, this should be a difference maker. Swinging around the corner to take out the first.
Oh no.
Bullseye! That's a fat whiff and a half, but it does happen to the best of us. 10-5 with the scorecard, ladies and gentlemen. And Team Valor, they clap back hard on their first initial buy round.
Well, if you would consider that ROG Academy had a little bit more in the bag in that bonus round, I think they should have gone towards B, because some bonus rounds, usually you see the approach is that it's towards B because they're close range fights, right?
Yeah.
And they went towards C, and that's kind of a decision that I doubt, because C is the longest fight in Haven because of the length of that, you know, the hallway that leads till there. And with that recon, Buster is not going to be detected, so ROG are a little concerned about going in still, and that's exactly why they rotate to the other side. Garage has been taken over by them. Strokey spots out one. He's tagged Sensei, and Sensei needs to move back as Bullseye is crawling up towards B. That's a great flash, but that does not affect Strokey at all. The ultimate comes in the mule theft, and that's going to give information 100. As now, ROG, now they have to decide where to go. No more flashes available for them.
Why does Sensei have the spike? This is bad. This could go horribly wrong if Sensei makes one small misplay. But hey, this is Sensei we're talking about. If anyone should be good, it has to be him, but no wonder. You made the noise. You made the sound. And now you're gonna die. Buster, he has our phone number. He's gonna be calling you real soon.
That was too close for comfort, as Wonder has to go back with just about 50 HP left. And 25 seconds, 20 seconds on the clock, forgive me. As ROG are going to have to go into this A side. No other option available. JN and his teammate are doubling up, but no! What? How would you let that happen?
Get this man out of here!
There's no way. There is no way that just happened. No. No. He threw in the recon, and he turned away for 1 second. And Ludra found the opening.
Turned away, dude. Sorry, not Sensei. I mean, what you gonna call it? JN turned away for 1 second. I can't even speak, dude. My brain is not working. Ludra gets a beautiful spray transfer to go in for those kills. And now it's up to poor old Buster.
That is so unfortunate. That is.
But no, dude. No, the timing.
That is really unfortunate. I don't really have too much words for that round. It's just, it's all about timing. Timing is what gave that round away, and number 11 comes up because Ludra found somehow literally a minuscule of a timing to enter into the site. Literally, it was 1 millisecond of a gap, I think, that he found as a exploitation, and that exploitation leads the side of Valor to maybe give away match point on the back of this eco that they're facing. Equinox yet again holding towards A. He's definitely going to find JN, or Bullseye is going to get it. I'm sorry, Sensei is going to get it. As JN is playing around with his life now. A bullet. He actually takes down Equinox coming in from short. Now that is an advantage that they desperately needed. Recon not going to detect anybody close by, and that's going to give JN a little bit breathing room. But he does know that they're right outside A. And Sensei is not going to let this gun go. But Strokey, how have they let him crawl in? They're going to have to take him down. Nobody was watching mid. Valor causing mistakes to happen from the side of ROG as they pick up one weapon and can go for the second as well. But JN, he knows he peeps out of that little bit of A main. He's going to get shot down straight to hell. That's exactly why ROG, they don't want to take this chance either, and they're going towards B. That's Ludra. He's holding down towards this Fender's attacking side spawn. One kill. He knows one's gone past into window, and that's the one who's put on the ultimate. He's taken damage enough, Ludra, and he needs to hide as Bullet takes down the penultimate kill, and it's all onto Bullseye. Wow, what a thrifty. What a thrifty round.
How? Why? What? First of all, there was Strokey being a rat. You know I'm gonna call him a rat. He got in. He got a beautiful tap on towards the face of Sensei, sending him back home. And then everyone else just vibed on his momentum. And he's like, oh, we can kill them with sheriffs. What are we even worried about? We got the arcane sheriffs on our hand. Beautiful plays from all the members of Team Valor. But this one thrifty for them should be one round for many more. It's 11-6. They won on the buffer round. So they don't have to fear about anything when it comes down to the terms of the economy. They have everything to work with. They even have an operator in the hands of JN, but they need to make all of their guns sing. One kill. Just one. And the entirety of ROG, they will crumble like a sandcastle.
JN picks up an easy kill. Equinox just walks straight into his crosshair. As ROG on this Eco are, well, the max they can just probably find one on the back of Sensei and his knives, but even that's a long stretch because Strokey is holding on such a beautiful angle. Spot him!
One down.
And he's gonna take Sensei down nonetheless. Buster holding down towards B. Ludra could be under the radar here, but he's crawled up a little close, and Bullseye, oh, he's gonna find a free opening. And here go out the Seekers. Immediately, the B side has been taken over. They're looking for a plant. As Bullseye, he's got a flash to work with. And he's looking to use it immediately. Fake flash, not gonna work. Nobody's gonna get a kill after. That's Valor, Punish, and ROG pushing in a little too ambitiously.
Oh boy. It's not looking as good as you would have hoped for now, is it? But at the same time, hey, it's okay. This was an equal round. They went in for the spike plan. They got the spike plan to work with, so that's all that we can hope for, correct? So, it's 11-7. Whoop-de-free can do the side of Team Valor were able to win a buy round. But the thing is, these buy rounds are very crucial for them. 11-7, they still need to win 4 more rounds to try and bring this one back into their own favor. Take it to even Stevens, and then finally push it down over to the possibility of match point where they're the ones at the advantage. Is it going to happen? I don't think so, because now that ROG have taken this pause, and Bullseye is now calling the shots, being like, hey boys, calm down, calm those nerves, I'm stopping their momentum right now, and we're going to sit down, we're going to relax, just lean back into our chairs and be like, controlled breathing, put ourselves into a better mental state, because we are hitting the shots, we know what we really want to do, but why are we losing here? Because we are overcommitting altogether as a squad. Where's the map control? We have none. People are walking into mid. People are walking in from the side of A main, and they're just picking us off one by one. That should not be happening. A little bit more discipline from the side of RG Academy, and they should have this map in the back.
Indeed, they just need one round right now, and that's exactly why this timeout has been taken in. They have to decide what they're going to do in this buy round, and whether or not it's going to translate into their victory, because the longer they stay in this game, having that number 11 stuck as it is, the more chances of Valor are to make this comeback happen. And now that JN has been spotted with the upper and they know that he has it, they need to be a little bit careful, and that's exactly why they're going to challenge him thinking that he's going to be at A, but he's actually at C. But that's only their advantage, because as they move in faster into this A site, they're going to find it a little bit more easier. As Strokey, he's been spotted. Buster's under the site, and he's gonna face a rat of players coming in as soon as that drone tags him down. But he's under heaven.
positionally. There,
Oh,
good
no.
shot, but no,
Oh, no.
Sensei! You just did not do that, Sensei. Like, come on, you gotta clear it out at least. But poor old Buster, he's running into the side thinking that he can get away with murder, but that's not gonna be the case here. Strokey. He wants to be a smoke criminal, spots out the gun
No,
barrel. Just
Ludra,
casually
no.
takes down another player. Ludra, you just don't need to go in for pushes like this. They're just pushing angles that they really shouldn't be going in for. This is what I mean. These are the mistakes that they're making, and these are the mistakes that are costing them their own lives here. One more kill, come on. That's all that they need. RG Academy, they need to send this one over, but little bit of an ambitious play, but Wonder's gonna be good for two, but still no full side. He misses the shot, he's not gonna be able to get it. But still now it's all up to Bullet for them 1v1, but still against Equinox, that's just not gonna work, especially when the angle's not gonna be in your favor. Recon bolt not so necessary, and Bullet, he crumbled under the pressure. He thought that he needed his own utility. This is what happens when you don't play Sova as often as you should. Old Bullet, trying to fill in the shoes of Hunter. He gets caught out. That's gonna be match point now, ladies and gentlemen, for the side of RG Academy, on the back of a very unfortunate round.
Indeed. And now it's all up to them to finish off this match. How are they going to do it? Well, let's see how they're going to answer it. Bullet did get a little bit of information, and he's trying to spray down through that wall, and Bullseye actually eats a couple of it. And his armor is down to just 2, so that makes him literally with nothing on his body left except for his flesh and skin. 89 HP on him. Can't even heal himself. As RG are taking a slow approach this time. Buster, if he gets a little greedy, just a little, you can see him flinch. He wants to go in for that peak, but he's holding down. He knows that he needs to be disciplined right now, because he makes a wrong move and he could be caught out by anybody. And ROG, they slowly escape from A and they're running in towards C. It looks like there are 2 smokes. Make that one in front of him, and it is Pasha Sahel. He's not really had as much of a loud game as he usually does when he's playing a Jet. But it's all about that one peak. And Sensei could have punished him. And you can see Valor, they're rotating towards C. Buster's here, so is Bullet. Here goes at the flash from Bullseye. And the Hunter's Fury to stop anybody. And Wonder, he finds Pasha Sahel. Equinox takes care of Garage. And Valor, they're hitting back. But is it enough? Yes, it is. Buster gets one. Equinox one back. And it's a 1v1. Time is of the essence, but he has a lot of time to play with.
10 seconds left.
Wonder, he goes to the back of side.
This is such a bad position. Oh no, JN! He's gonna be able to hold it. This is an easy shot for him. JN, he does not miss these, but JN, he's gonna miss out on the jiggle. This is gonna get even more intense. Wonder, he's holding the corner. He's put on the shoulder.
Oh my god.
But no, JN has another opportunity. This is an operator. You gotta remember, this is very much possible for him to win out here, but no, this is not gonna be the case. JN, that was such a crucial shot, and Wonder just toys with his feelings and gets the kill. No, this is not how it's supposed to end here.
Oh boy. Well, that was fun. That was something. I wonder he got that first.
You wonder what Wonder was doing, and Wonder just pulled off a Wonder. I can't even speak anymore. Forget about it.
Yeah, but this guy is an absolute crazy man. He just pulled off a amazing clutch. That first kill on the Pasha Sahel was probably the most important, getting with that Hunter's Fury. He got that. He moved down ahead, got another one on the side when Buster was hitting it. He got the kill onto him. Equinox went down as well. And the last one, it was just JN. Let's have a look at the match highlights and see how ROG Academy have stunned Valor on their home map. And this is something that's been quite a bit happening in the recent past. ROG Academy, to be honest, are giving opponents a tough time on their home map, and it's become a trend for them now to sort of, the map they pick is given away to their opponents, but the map that the opponent pick is taken by them, and that could be the case here as well. But given that the next map is Ascent, I'm not quite sure if Valor are going to be able to overturn ROG Academy. And like I said earlier, if ROG Academy, and have to win this one, they have to pick up map number 1. And that gives them a better chance of this 2-0 than, than it would going to overtime or something like that. Because Valor, they have a lot more disciplined than RG Academy. They don't play, as much aggressively. They try and keep their wits about themselves. They don't really, make these flashy plays with one individual. They try to play together as a team. Now, we saw that multiple times here, but somehow, some way, they just fell short, Valor, and Hunter was deeply missed.
Yeah. Not their best of performances on the map of Haven, honestly speaking. And you can't really even say anything wrong about them. They were trying, but Team Valor just felt like a massive disconnect between them. Shots weren't there, but the thing is that the aim game was good. All the members were hitting their shots, but communication-wise, I think this round in particular alone will just tell you everything. Look at where the attackers were. One guy was at the back of side, one guy was on the left side of the B side line, and another player was just running around outside of B. Is that how you position yourself on the B side for a post plan? I don't think so, because the B side was completely empty. There was no situation where it should have gone like that. But RG Academy, they were just able to punish every single mistake being made by Team Valor as soon as they noticed it. Like, you snap your finger, one small mistake, and RG Academy, they pounce on it immediately. Plus, what was happening throughout this entire game when it came down to Buster playing by himself? A lot of question marks being left, and my head's just like literally the top of my head is just full of question marks right now. If I was in a cartoon or an anime, it's like that for Team Valor. They need to step up when it comes down to their communication, because aim wise they're fine. They just need to huddle together as a squad. They just need to talk to each other a little bit more, and with that, hopefully in map number 2 they're going to be able to go in for a comeback, because Ascent, it's not going to be easy, because even Team Valor, they struggle heavily on that map.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have to find out. This is going to be a difficult matchup for them in the next map. But if you look at the scoreboard right now, you can see that it's been a really well drafted team effort from the side of RG Academy. 20 for Equinox. He's been the silent killer all this while. He's been taking care of backstabs, taking care of anybody who's trying to flank them. He flanks himself as well. A sneaky little bugger. And he's had much more of a success today. Loser at 15, Sensei with 17, Wonder and Bullseye with 13 and 12 each. Whereas on the other side of things, Buster and Strokey and Bullet had to carry the side of Valor to the 7 rounds that they had. Pasha, Sahil, and Jahan, just this was not their game. This is something that we did not expect from them. This is not what they usually do. Jahan especially, he is a main jet player, and it's just not his day clearly. But I hope that he gets it back in to the bag, because next up on the sand, I'm not quite sure if this is going to be a comfortable journey.
Yeah, maybe they want to fire up some Aimlab and just, do their drills, maybe some grid shot, maybe some micro shot, clear their heads, listen to some music, and then come on back even stronger. And while they're at it, they could just order a couple of Red Bulls as well, like you should, ladies and gentlemen, by scanning that QR code that's going to be showing up down below. Make sure to do all of that, because we're going to be heading on down over into a short break to set up game number 2. And we're going to be back with you real shortly with the LG Ultragear Tec Gauntlet Season 3, powered by Crucial. Our player partners are 656, accessories partners Cosmic Byte, and our esports partner is none other than Aimlab. We'll catch you in just a little bit.
From the legends of memory and storage. Crucial brings you the ultimate performance in gaming. Legendary products. Precision engineered. For speed and stability. Crucial ballistics.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the LG Ultragear Tec Gauntlet Season 3, powered by Crucial, our apparel partners at 6x6, accessories partners Cosmic Byte, and our esports partner is none other than Aimlab. We're now back. Game number 2 is right around the corner, ladies and gentlemen, so let's head on over to the map video screen, because map number 1, it left a lot to be desired for Universe. I don't really know how to put it more bluntly, but how to put it more loosely. I don't know. Like, how do you want to put this? Game number 1, we expected a lot from the side of Team Valor because it was their own home map, but just wasn't the case for Valor, now was it?
Yeah, no, it wasn't the case for them. It clearly somehow RG had the upper hand, and it looks like there are a little bit of things that Valor needs to consider before going into Ascent. And one of those things is the missing of Hunter, which, by the way, guys, has been fixed. Hunter has subbed into this game for Bullet, and the Sova main that we all know is back on the server, and he has come on a map that he loves, honestly. Hunter is one of those players who, well, he's kind of a B main Odin player, and I love that about him. He throws in that Odin, he throws in the Ares, and he just decimates these players coming in from B main, saying, you got no entry over here, and he takes care of them. And I love watching Hunter play, and that just could be the difference maker in this map, right? You never know what's going to end up happening. And as we head to the agent selection screen, Aggressive, do you think RG can 2-0 this, even though Hunter's here?
Maybe, maybe not. We just gotta see still. Because currently in this position, I don't know. With Hunter now coming on back, Bullet no longer playing, maybe this is the change that they needed to bring this one back. Bullet not having the best of days. Like, you could see that he was struggling quite heavily, but he was consistent at the same time. But he needed to step up a lot more. And with Hunter now being here, maybe the team dynamic is going to shift in the favor of Team Valor, and RG, they're going to get thrown into a loop if they still play the same way that they did on the map of Haven. Moving down the line here. Let's just see what
going with that double duelist setup. Buster yet again with the Phoenix, and Sensei has the Raze on his hands while he's got his teammate Bullseye playing the Jet this time. All right, now this is turning out to be a little bit more spicy. Bullseye on the Jet. We've got Equinox on the Killjoy. Sensei's playing the Raze, Ludra with the usual Astra, and Wonder with the Sova. Now the Sova diff is probably going to be coming in, that Hunter's in the server, and Wonder's going to have to tighten his shoes, and he's going to have to, play this as better as he can than he did on even Haven. Because the minute Hunter steps into the server, Valor just have this newfound energy that comes into them that allows them to be a much better team than they are. And I just really hope that they turn it around. Pasha Sahil and JN, they did not really have a great game. And this is their chance to just, completely...
Hunter laughed so hard that his camera just fell.
Yeah, that's... Well, we all love a good laugh.
I think that is what you mean by when you say LMAO.
Mm-hmm. Do you not?
Moving on down the line from that. 0-0, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be a small one for them to work with them. Okay, Sensei? Sure. Like, Bullseye and Sensei just went in for a play immediately. Bullseye!
What?
Gets a kill on towards one. Buster's going to be the one to shut down Sensei on towards the back end. Buster's going to be able to take down two. Bullseye, even at the close proximity zone, going to be able to get that kill with that frenzy. And the fast rush on towards the A side, it fell apart in a matter of 2 seconds.
Oh boy. Alright, so that just happened. Things went left and right literally in a second, with Bullseye finding a kill through the smoke like it was nothing, and then Buster comes out and he finds his own. and they move into the B site now. Ludra has taken control of it, closes down the market door, and Hunter wants to pop out and find a kill maybe, and he will, an easy one for him. But the B site is not yet cleared up. Equinox thought it was, and now it's all on to Wonder. One kill, nope. Hunter says no, and immediately he's having an effect here. 2 kills for him as Valor pick up another pistol.
They're just taking it all down one by one. Like, you can already see that Team Valor, they feel like a completely different squad now that Hunter's now back in their favor. They're finding the rounds, they're finding the plays, but at the same time, this is kind of exactly what happened in the first initial map now, did it not? When it comes down to the pistol rounds, you can already see that, hey, it's a little bit iffy when it comes down to the way that RG play. So, let's just see what happens in the buy round, because that's where, the side of RG, they do a complete another 180.
Well, they're going towards short yet again. And this should be a little bit easier approach for them than say. He's leading the charge, and that Molotov thrown in to stop them from moving into the side, where they've got already 2 players stationed, and Buster towards Garden is going to be a problem, but on the side it isn't. Luja's going to be the only one to find a trade as JN doubles up and Hunter finds one himself. And JN, he wants all of these. Luja picks up 2, got an Ares. He knows one's on his right and one on his left. If he can pre-fire onto JN, which is not going to happen because JN has got a better angle on him, picks up the 4th and...
I really want to know why he picked up the Marshall.
Yeah, honestly, why?
I guess some people just don't like the Ares. For me personally, I have no idea how to play with an Ares and an Odin. If you give me those 2 guns, I'm just gonna whiff all of my shots.
2 rounds back-to-back, as you would expect for the side of Valor after winning the pistol. And they have an upper edge. But here comes a full buy from ROG. This should set the precedent as to what is going to happen in the first half. They took the lead here. This is exactly what happened in the previous map, by the way. ROG, if they pick up this round, it's going to be the same. And then they picked up 2 after that as well. Are they going to be able to do it again is the question. As Strokey is running in further, and he gets an early frag. And immediately he has to go back, and that's all he needed. Hunter, with that Ares, trying to cause damage, is not going to get anything. His shock darts aren't going to touch anybody. But the deed has been done. ROG are a man down, and that's going to cost them a little bit.
It's gonna be one of those things that you're not really gonna be as hopeful for, but it's fine. Nothing to really worry about. Slow and steady wins the race here. Positions are good, but Luna! No, what was that readjust? Look at how smooth it was! It was not snappy, dude, but it was so smooth. Just moves his crosshair up slightly by tapping his mouse and it just slaps the guy in the face with it. But Buster, he's gonna be slapping a couple of more people. He's giving that 1-2 double punch and an uppercut to the face.
30 seconds left.
Buster with a triple kill. He's looking for more and he's busted down the doors of all of the members of RG. He's like, knock, knock. Who's there? They're not answering, so he kicks the door down. CID style. The Team Valor smiles on their faces. Other than Buster, of course, he just means business.
Oh boy, that was amazing from Buster. The 4K from him, just a cherry on top of the cake as to what the round was executed by the side of Valor. As RG Academy, well, they are going to be taking a little bit of a back seat over here. Not what they expected early on the map of Ascent, but they're going to have to go with it. Another Eco round means another round that should be going in the favor of Valor. Number 4 looks almost inevitable now, and unfortunately we've had JN disconnect from the game. He's going to be coming back straight in just a couple of seconds, but ROG, I'm pretty sure they did not expect this, but this has been happening with them for quite a while now. 2 matches in a row. It has been the case that they've taken their opponent's pick and their opponent has taken their map pick. And then number 3 is just absolutely unpredictable.
It's just one of those cases that you don't really want to see. How is it? ROG, they have already lost out on their first initial buy round. Now they're the ones in the backseat. They don't have the control in their favor anymore, and this is not how you want things to go. It's gonna be a small break, a small pause. This should allow RG Academy to recollect themselves a little bit. This is a technical pause from the side of Team Valor, so RG, they need to make full use of this. Momentum has been put to a stop. This is an eco round, yes, but in this eco round, what are you really looking for? Maybe 2 kills to plant primarily, and after that, you need to think of a contingency plan that will work out well for your second buy round, because the second buy round carries even more weight whenever you are holding down on a 4-0 scoreline, because that one round is everything for you. Take that round, take the second round, send it down over to the 4-2, and then you're easily looking at a 4-3 scoreline, putting you back in the competition. But Bullseye, boy, he has some other plans. Okay, boy, I haven't seen a stinger in the hands of a player in a pretty long time.
Well, the Stinger is a weapon of culture. Whether it's gonna work is gonna have to be in question now. JN struggling a little as Buster takes down the Stinger holder. And there's nothing more he can do. Sensei tries to get away from Buster, who is on a roll right now. 3 rounds, he's found 7 kills. As Valor have put a stop to ROG's pushes, and you can see it. It's gone dead silent. The recon gonna give away nothing. Strokey just gets away from it in literally a centimeter as he finds another kill onto Equinox. And probably the third comes in over here. Yep, that's gonna be it. As Ludra, 1 kill for him. A second, unlikely, as Buster and Pasha Sahil both swing together. And it's gonna be Buster to pick up his 8th in 4 rounds.
It's just... I don't know, man. It feels as though Team Valor, they have every single nook and cranny under lockdown. They already know what they want to do here. They have done their homework against that of RG Academy, and it's on their best map as well. And I think that the age-old Valorant curse is always going to be the case. One team's just really good on the opposition's map, but as soon as they come down to their map, they just get anti-stratted so heavily.
Well, let's find out if they're gonna be continuing that streak here, Valor. Buster. Well, he knows that somebody's above him, and they're spamming straight to him. And he goes straight down. Sensei, I thought he entered the site, but Pasha Sahil is still safe. He picks up 1. That's all it's going to be. 4 versus 3. Valor are still on the lower end of men. As Strokey, he thought he could crawl into that corner, maybe find an opening, but that's not going to be the case. Wonder takes the plant, and the Cosmic Divide is going to stay for a little while longer. And there it goes down. He clears under Heaven. Got a lot of smoke there. Ludra takes down Strokey, sitting in that tight corner. And now it's all up to Hunter and JN. And looks like the save call has already been made.
It's just, we're going for that save. It's gonna work. RG Academy, finally with the fast rush that they've been trying to go on for so long. We're gonna make it work, but no, Wonder, no. Not against the owner, not against the gun from the black market. And now Ludra, he's like, Hunter, let me speak to you here as close as I possibly can. Goes straight to his ear, then whispers free real estate. Takes the kill and then walks away with it. Team Valor, not looking as good on this round, but it's fine. Just 1 round, man. And hey, JN, he was able to save the operator.
Yep, and that is a good save because the rest of his team does have economy to buy in, so that's not going to be a problem thanks to the 4 rounds that they won back-to-back. So, Valor, they have no issues with that 1 round being given away. ROG need to build up a little more if they want to try and stabilize this first half. As Valor look a little bit more comfortable than they did on the map of Haven, clearly. And you can look at the scoreboard. Buster is leading the chart with 8 kills. And on the other side, it's Ludra with 6, while Sensei and Wonder yet to register their first kill. And RG Academy, well, they only benefit from them doing it. As, again, Bullseye moves in with Sensei towards A short. Now with this double A short push and double A main push from Valor himself, it's going to be an easy spray down for Buster. They did not even expect him to be that close. Bullseye, he's made his way onto the side. Sensei's made his way onto Garden. RG, well, they might have lost 2 players and the spike, but they still have control of the A site. Pasha Sahil on towards Vines is just going to be a menace to deal with. And this is a really weird exchange of positions.
Now, not really the good best of spots. Listen, who's the attacker and who's the defender? Universe, can I get a raid check for a second? Oh no, here comes Buster.
No way. No.
Who's the attacker and actually who's the defender? It feels as though I'm watching the side of RNG Academy push out from the side of defense and going for those kills. JN
30 seconds left.
really lands an incredible flick on towards the face.
Spike planted.
Killjoy,
You
but
should
not
run.
gonna be the one to fight. And Stroky has the better timing. That's gonna be a good for this
enemy
man, but
remaining.
still Equinox. Such a good difference maker. Equinox is not gonna miss that shot. Stroky walking into the awaiting arms of this crosshair just gets tapped in the forehead with that. 4-2, ladies and gentlemen. This is what you want to see. This is why we love the side of RNG Academy as well. Just one buy round. Give it to them once, and momentum is just gone with a snap of a finger.
Can I get
Well,
this?
Valor is still going to have a buy. At least that's what it looks like, because this probably is their last buy. If in case they lose this round, there's going to be lost bonus that's not going to allow them to buy in anymore. 2 players still have about 2,000 credits and more, so that's still something that they can reinvest into the eco round in case they lose this. As Valor, they had they had Hunter spraying down towards B main, but the A side's where everything's going to be of action. Pasha Sahil eats a lot of this, and he goes down thanks to that grenade as well. Wonder takes down Jane through the smoke. Here comes out the showstopper. It's not going to kill anybody, but it's pushed everybody back, and that gives a lot of space to RG to take. And they're going to take it any day and every day.
Any day of the week, man, just give it to me. Oh no! Oh god!
Spike planted.
That was way too close for comfort, man. What are these shock darts, Hunter? Come on! This guy's on a different level. This guy's on a different tear. He has a black working gun in his hand, and he's going in for that spray. Sensei, he's trembling in his boots. He's like, no, don't do this to me. Don't like this. Don't with that gun. Enough of the PTSD. Gotta be one kill on towards the face of Sensei, but that's all that he's gonna be able to get. Buster's gonna be the difference maker. Shuts down the side of Ultra, and now he pulls out the run it back. He needs this round. He knows for a fact that he cannot give this one up, but still Bullseye's gonna be the one to take him down already. Time's already ticking. He can hear the fight timer going on down. Equinox is good for one. He swings out. I'm gonna be able to find a second, but poor old Buster. He doesn't have enough time. Bullseye's gonna be the one going for the dash, and he's gonna be the one to shut him down with a punch to the face.
We crushed them.
That's gonna be another round of board, ladies and gentlemen, for the side of
Player
RNG.
standing.
And sadly, Bullseye, he's just not gonna be the one to survive that with a gun. But it's completely fine. All smiles and faces on all the members of the side of RNG Academy. Another round for them, and one step closer for them to equalize.
What a round. What a beautiful round from the side of RG Academy. They held down the line until the very last second, and they made it work. Now, the side of RG Academy have got a good chance to equalize things in terms of rounds, as Valor still have a bye, and Strokey isn't making it work along with Hunter. Luja's gonna be the only one to find a kill, and the spike's out in the open. And ROG just completely dismantled thanks to the utility that was provided by the Astra of the defending side. And the crossfire setup with Strokey and Hunter. Valor turned around onto their heads in a gap of literally 5 seconds. And now in this 2v4, Ludra and Equinox, I'm not quite sure they have a plan as to what they can do.
I'm not looking as good as you would have hoped for, but it's fine.
I have this fight.
And Steady wins the race. RG!
Oh no!
Black
No
market
way, he
does do a
escaped
good
with
amount
1
of damage,
HP.
but still, he's gonna be able to survive with one, but
standing.
not anything more than that. Pasha's gonna be able to shut down 2 more, and poor old Equinox, he didn't know what hit him. Pasha's gonna be the one around the corner to go in for the final 1-2 punch. And with that, that's gonna be another on the board, ladies and gentlemen, for the side of Team Valor. The round that they really needed as well, because they were on their last legs when it came down to the terms of their eco. If they lost that last round, it's already over. That would have been a 4-4, and then the possibility of a 4-5 going in the favor of RG Academy.
Alright. Now, Valor, they've got a 5-3 lead. They somehow got a round back in their favor after giving 3 away consecutively. And Bullseye, he's mad. He wants these kills. He updrifted and jumped in, but they're immediately rotating back. Buster is holding down a really good off angle towards A main, and I don't think they're gonna expect this. Ludra, oh my god, are you kidding me?
Come, man, you don't tell the man to sit down like that. You give him a
There's
little
no
bit of
way
attention
he's
to
supposed to
that.
hit that.
No, dude,
There's-
he's like, come on, sit down. Just takes him out and on.
There's no way he was supposed to hit that. But ROG, they still get the plant down, and that's a good thing. Here comes the Cosmic Divide as they run in. It's a plus sign. The Divide here, and even the Killjoy ultimate being committed. But JN, he's not afraid. Here they go, one by one. Ludra's the only one who could get a trade, as Equinox is gonna let this one down. One player has been detained, and that's Hunter, and he's gonna go down to the Nano Swarm. And Equinox has a fighting chance. JN is down to 6 HP, and he goes down as well. But Strokey, he somehow comes up clutch in a round where ROG almost pull out the craziest thrifty that I have seen in this season.
Ow. Why? What?
Yeah.
Okay, it's da. I think our words alone from the last round just cover it all up. They're like, da. Because what else do you say about that round? It was so close. Somehow they were able to close it out, so it's fine. Nothing to worry about. 6-3. It's okay. Byron once again going for the side of RG Academy. Once more, they have an opportunity to close everything out here. Are they going to be able to do it? Because JN with this operator, he has something to say about it.
Well, JN is holding down a pretty good angle, and he is going to get spotted out here. Spammed almost as well, but he gets away. Hunter, under heaven, eats a shock dart just a bit, though, as Bullseye comes in and literally runs and guns his face right out of the server. JN will find an easy kill, as Bullseye looking to spray down whatever he can find, but no! That smoke is not a wall! Ludra, you gotta expect it. Buster takes down Bullseye from under heaven, and that's gonna be definitely number 7.
Now, you can already see that RG Academy, they're not looking as good as you would have hoped for. There's a person on your left side, but he's not even going to be checking at Strokey. He's going to be turning around. That should be a freebie for him, but no, Equinox, he should know what's up. Strokey, he has such a strong position. He's just waiting. He's going to be the one to go in for a backstab, but Equinox just walks right past him. Timing not going to be in his favor. And Strokey, he's none the wiser. The B-side plant is pretty much imminent. He gets the plan, but will he be able to go in for a clutch, though, is the real question. Sneaky peeky, like, that's how it goes. Equinox. He's just chilling. He's just waiting. And no one's going to be on the B side. He has the entire side to himself. He has one Nano Swarm to work with. So if he's just able to find this first initial kill, that's all that he needs to bring this one back for him. But he's going for the backup side. No, man. No, he also places the turret against the wall. He's leaving the turret. He's telling the turret to go in for a little bit of a timeout because it's my show now. The turret's not going to be sealing. I think Strokey's going to be sealing it instead. Never mind.
Well, that is going to be the end of that round as number 7 pops up for Valor. And a 1v4 clutch that could have been expected is not going to happen. They were waiting to pick up another weapon as the side of the Odin that was in particular from JN as number 7, number 7, forgive me. Number 7 comes up for the side of Valor, and ROG, a much needed timeout is in the works. Now, what do you do at this point, Aggressive? What do you do if you're ROG and this is your map pick and you're 7-3 down? Potentially could be 8-3 now, given that this round is not really as much of a buy as you would expect. 3 players don't have as much economy to invest with all utility and armor and a rifle at the same time. What do you do?
It's just The main thing I really want to see from the side of RG is them calming down their nerves. It feels as though whenever I look at RG, and statistically as well, you could already see that their attacking side is pretty much the weakest point of this squad. Their defense, untouchable. No one can touch them. But as soon as it comes down to the side of attack, it feels like they have so many gaps primarily because of one reason. Overcommitment, over-aggression, and they're not really fighting to take these aggressive angles together as a team. Instead, they're just relying on their solo potential to try and get them through a lot of this. Plus, where's the map control? It feels as though RG Academy, they do not go for any form of map control when they're on the attacking side. They have a plan. Okay, let's go in for a B rush. Let's go in for a mid rush. Let's go in for an A rush, and that's it. Did we even see a proper stack on towards the side of mid where they take B main control and mid control by using all of the utility, or maybe going for a fake onto A, then rotate down over onto B? We have not seen that at all, now have we, from the side of ROG. They need to switch things up. And they need to do it right here and right now because they're running out of time. And they're also running out of people.
That's just unfortunate. Bullseye. You knew as soon as you're gonna be detected there's gonna be a spam coming your way, my friend. And here Sensei, well, he's tucked into that corner pretty tight, but that shock dart's gonna touch him, moves him away. Hunter is just so good. He's just so good. His map awareness, the way he knows that he can push people off and then spray down with the shock darts and his weapon is just unparalleled. JN is trying to not let Ludra sneak into this A side, but he's made a pathway for himself, Ludra, and he's got two players left and right. He wants to pop out, he goes to the right. He's got a player behind him. He's got a player in front of him, and obviously the player behind him who he does not check is going to be JN to put a bullet straight in the back of his body. A Sensei with 25 HP is looking at two players who are going to eat him up for dinner.
It's just about clean and beauty.
Last round
for a
in
swing,
the half.
go in for a fight, snap your finger, and you're already done. Team Valor, 8 rounds already. And I think that your analysis universe on map number 1, it was absolutely perfect. We talk about the side of ROG, they do so much research on their opponent's best map that as soon as it comes down to their home map, they're like, boys, I think we got anti-stratted, what do we do now? And then everything just starts falling apart.
These shock darts are not going to touch anybody here from Hunter, and that gravity well also in no use as Valor. They are looking to take control of the A main, which has already been done by Buster, and he's gonna get taken down, unfortunately. Pasasahil, he's at that as well, and here goes the attacker. Killjoy's ultimate. Hunter is holding down towards this. He's not afraid of this gravity well, but Ludra is just too quick on the trigger. He's been having a great game, and JN,
Bullseye!
he's gonna take out only Wonder because Bullseye is just a little too quick for him. Pasasahil pops out of the smoke, gets one, runs away, and now in a 2v2, it's a battle of the Astra and Killjoy against the Astra and Killjoy.
Versus Clone, the Clone Wars begin. But in this case, the troopers actually have good aim. But moving down the line, I don't know if you get the reference or not. Moving down the line here, ladies and gentlemen, you can already see that Team Valor, they're going in for the push! And it's gonna be Strokey with 1, and their Strokey is gonna be good for a second. He just has a better angle, he just has a better position, but at the same time, universe. 9-3 scoreline. It's the 9-3 curse.
Switching sides.
It's Ascent. So there's a possibility that the side of ROG, they could go in for a massive comeback.
The cursed scoreline is probably the one that RG would have hoped for to be, you know, the worst case scenario in case they did not win out the first half in their favor. And it should give them a little bit confidence saying, okay, you know what, guys, we still can come back into this. If this is still not done, this is definitely a game that we can keep our minds into. And now that we are on defense, it should give us a little bit more of a, you know, playing space that we can exploit and not let Valor come into. And it all starts with a pistol. Hunter alone towards B while the rest of his teammates are towards A. He's here to probably sell a fake. That shock dart not gonna touch. The Sova tactics are not going to work against Hunter. He knows every page of the book by heart, 1,000 times and more.
They're making this one work for them. Let's just see now, though. Pushing up. Side of Team Valor. Maybe they could find something here, but not just yet. Buster. He has a flash in his hand. He's ready for this push, but he doesn't even flash out, and Buster just goes in for a push and gets two freebies. Buster! He doesn't even go in for a flash, man. He doesn't even care. He's like, I have the element of surprise. I just go in 3, 2,
Spike
1.
planted.
Just tap 2 people in the forehead and send them back to spawn. Why did that ride? That just arrived very nonchalantly.
Scanning ahead.
Most certainly did. But it looks like we're probably looking at a map number 3 slowly coming into the works here. If this pistol goes in the favor of Valor, it's gonna be 11. Buster takes out a third, but he's going down. Sensei still has work to do, and he needs to get at least one kill. He spots out one to the left. He has to take him out. Both of them are fighting together, but the other two are also coming in together. It's gonna be the side of Valor to pull up another round. As number 10 pops up, and ROG in deep trouble.
They're not looking as good as we would have hoped anymore, are they? You can
Got
see
enough time to
that
go into the astral form?
the side of ROG, they're falling apart and they're dropping like flies all across the map. They're taking the fights, they're taking the engagements, but at the very end, they need to try and find something more now, don't they? Situationally, they're good, but like they have the theory down, but practically, they're just not able to go in for these holds, and they're just not able to go in for these retakes. The positions that the side of ROG were holding, they were not holding the side of A main at all. Buster just pushes out without a flash and gets 2 kills from it. That should never be the case. You need to hold the smokes. You need to expect that your opponents are going to be going in for pushes
Spike
just like
down
this.
Mid.
Pasha, he was just not ready for any of that.
Buster, he's holding down the A side all by himself right now so that his teammates can probably walk in towards there and get the plant down. JN is going to reconvene with him. That sound cue is going to make Ludra think about a couple of things, and here we go. Sensei's on heaven, and he could be taken out pretty easily, but he hits a bullet to the head of... That's going to go through the wall, so it's going to be absolute minimal damage at that point. Strokey takes out Ludra thanks to his Nano Swarm, and that's going to be number 11 for the side of Valor coming in. The plan goes down, and I don't think in any sense of the world that we've seen happen, or, you know, any sense of the word comeback at this point is possible.
Last player
I
standing.
think it's already done. 11-3. The cursed scoreline is good for you only if you win out on the pistol round, but if you don't win out on the pistol, it's not going to be helping you at all. 11-3, ladies and gentlemen. Possibility of looking down over onto the barrel of a 12-3 soon enough. Buster, he's eating his food. He's just like, yeah, I gotta get my energy up. Last little bit of a push to bring this one back. As you can see, RG Academy, their faces are screaming out the fact that they are just not ready for this yet. They have a possibility of going in for a comeback, but I think that it's too far gone, dude. It's just not gonna happen.
Now, with the small little tech pause that has come in because Ludra has disconnected, RG Academy, well, do you think that now they should just think about preparing for a split? Because this map, honestly, it seems like it's a lost cause at some point. They can't win out this round, but immediately after, Valor are going to have a full buy.
Yeah.
And that's probably going to translate to number 12 and consequently number 13.
In a way, like, that's the thing that you really don't want to see now, do you? It's good, it's bad, it's working, but sometimes it's just not. RG Academy, like, you can see that Wonder, he's trying to think about the situation. He's trying to figure out what exactly he can tell his squad. He needs a little bit of a break. Because all the members of RG Academy, they're just like you can see that they're struggling really hard. They're trying to figure out what they want to do, but they're just not able to, not just yet. So in a way, yeah, I think mentally preparing for the map of Split would be the better plan because, yeah, only if you are able to get 2 or 3 rounds here, you can say that, okay, maybe there's a chance we could go in for a comeback and make the scoreline even closer. Make Team Valor sweat a little bit so that they'll be on their guard when it comes down to the map of Split. Do not underestimate them at all. But to get your hopes up and then put so much energy onto the map of Ascent, which is already on 11-3 scoreline, you don't really have a solid plan to take down Team Valor yet because all the plans that you did make previously didn't work out in your favor. So what do you want to do? It's better to just say GG, go next, and just get into a mindset for Split.
Well, that's all the story for now. Whether they're going to think about Split or whether they're going to concentrate on the Ascent itself, make a comeback happen of the highest order, it all rests on this round. If Valor pull out this bonus, you might as well say bye-bye to Ascent. But if they pull out this round, they can survive for maybe another 2, maybe 3, max to max 5 rounds. That's probably going to be it. And here we go. Everybody's back online, and we are good to begin. Valor, they want to finish this 13-3 if possible and move on to Split with a much bigger advantage than what ROG came into Ascent with. While ROG, they're struggling to keep themselves alive.
This could just be an interesting fight now, won't it? Bullseye, he does get the first initial kill. This is the breath of fresh air that they needed. This is the play that they required to make this one work for them, but here comes Buster. He's going in for the shots, he's going in for the spray, but still Stroke's gonna be able to cover out the board, and then finally going for the kill. Ultra, he wants to find one more, but Pasha's gonna be the one to shut him down instead, and as you can already see, the side of ROG, they're just not in the best of spirits now, are they? They're trying, but they're just taking these fights one by one. Positionally, they're not in good positions either. Shots are getting missed out, and the confidence is just running dry. Hunter is going to be good for 1 kill, takes down Bullseye, sending it down over to a 3 versus 2 situation. Still very much possible for ROG by you because they still do have a gun advantage. They still have a massive HP advantage as well. But when it comes to the terms of the utility, man, look at how much utility ROG have. They're just waiting, they're just chilling, they're just vibing. But ROG, it's better to just go in for a save. They need to keep these guns for themselves.
Yeah, this match is done.
It's not gonna happen. It's done.
Yeah, this entire match is done. I think it's just about Split now. I don't really think that they're gonna have any sort of an advantage going into this next round. Buster might have died, but everybody from the side of Valor have a full buy.
Match
A
point.
full-fledged buy, which is gonna be a lot more than what the side of ROG have right now. They're gonna have to play with a Spectre, a Judge, 2 Spectres, a Vandal, and an Odin. 2 of them are in half armor as well. I don't see them winning this round in a long stretch. It's a 95% chance that this is the last round of this map and we move into Split. But not to discredit ROG from what they've been. 5%, well, if they can make it work, it's all on to them.
Slow and steady wins the race here. ROG. Looking good!
No, you
But
don't.
this is looking really bad as well. Ludra, he didn't need to go in for this.
Enemy mark.
And you can already see that even Hunters, he's BB'd a little bit here. Strokey though gets caught out by Sensei when he went in for that wide swing. That's gonna be good for the first initial kill. They're looking for a couple of more. Hunter is gonna be the one to shut down his own counterpart, but now JN's gonna be the one to shut down his.
One enemy remaining.
One more, and I think it's over. RG Academy. They're not biting the bullets of all the members of Team Valor, and now Sensei. He's good. He's the master, but I think even the master cannot win this one fight. I think we can just say it. It's over.
Yeah, it's more done and dusted. Even if he has his ultimate out, he's got a flash, he's got a gravity wall, and he's got players in 3 different directions. That is it. ROG Academy win out their opponent's map pick, but Valor hit back in a much harder fashion to get number 2 of the BO3 in their hands. 13-3 they finish. A lot more of a dominant performance from Valor. as they try to make a statement, and we move into split. And kind of expected this, to be honest, but
Yeah,
not in this fashion. Not in this fashion.
yeah. It feels as though RSG Academy, they forget that Split is Ascent is one of those maps that you can't always rely on. You know how this map is one of the most common map pickups for a lot of these top caliber teams. So RSG Academy, they are a really good squad, yes. They're an incredible roster. They're at the tier 2 scene already. They're trying to break into the tier 1, but they still have a lot more to go through to try and reach that position. While Team Valor, they pretty much are already there, as you just said, a tier 1.5. So let's head on down over to the match highlights to see exactly what went wrong for all the members of RG Academy, because it felt like they had a plan, but at the same time they didn't. And when they did have a plan, okay, they went in for the plan, they made it work. 2 seconds later, they're like, oh boys, the plan is not working, what do we do now? And you know the meme where Tom is like, I don't know, just lifts his shoulder up? I think you know the meme, right, Universe?
Yeah, I
That's
know.
kind of the situation for RG Academy. All their like the IGL's like, I don't know. You tell me.
I mean, if you have to take into consideration what exactly, whether it was Valor that played absolutely, they just turned over a leaf, or it was ROG that just I don't know what the hell happened to them compared to the first map.
Because
I'm
Valor
not.
played really good.
Yeah,
Valor just
Valor.
anti-stratted them really hard.
Yeah, you could see the difference as soon as Hunter came into the team. Look at the difference that they've had. They just had a confidence boost, and he had an impact. As you can see, he had 12 assists, 14 kills, and he's among the top 3 fraggers of his team. Buster and Strokey had an amazing game, while JN himself as well with 15. He had a rejuvenation of form coming into the second map with. So Valor overall great performance as a team. And ROG Academy need to consider their options now moving into Split. What exactly is going to be their game plan? Because Split is not something they're overly comfortable on.
Ooh. I do have to say that Split is gonna be at my hands are literally up in the air. I have no idea what Split's gonna look like.
Yeah.
Split could be an incredible performance from the side of RG Academy, or it could be Team Valor just bringing it all back and taking it all away. Because you got to remember something, Team Valor, they put TEAMXO pretty much at the edge of their seats when it came down to Split. That's how close some of their matches were. So Split will not be a cakewalk at all. RG Academy, they will need to sweat hard for it. They're not going to sweat bullets. They're going to literally sweat buckets down to try and beat out the side of Team Valor. Stage has been set, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to be setting up game number 3 as well. And we're going to be back with you real shortly with the LG Ultragear Tec Gauntlet Season 3. Our apparel partners are 656. Accessory partners are Cosmic Byte. Our esports partner are Aimlabs. And this was powered by Crucial. We'll catch you in just a little bit.
the legends of memory and storage. Crucial brings you the ultimate performance in gaming. Legendary products. Precision engineered. For speed and stability. Crucial ballistics.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the LG Ultragear Tec Gauntlet Season 3, powered by Crucial. Our apparel partners are 656, accessories partner Cosmic Byte, and our esports partner is none other than Aimlab. We are now back, jumping straight into the map video screen. We are not going to be dilly-dallying for even a second, because these games are going out pretty long. And if the map of Haven and if the map of Ascent, sorry, is anything to go off on, Split could be the most one-sided game that we have ever seen, possibly ending on a 13-1, or it could be the most longest one that we have ever seen as well, going to the stretch of 20-22.
Well, let's have a look at how it goes down then. Maybe we see the overtimes, maybe we see a landslide, but it's all on to what they pick. Sensei and Bullseye going for that deal pick yet again. We have the Raze on the server, and I would expect it to come in from the side of Valor as well. JN is locked in that Jet, and I would expect Buster to pick up the Raze, unless he wants to go for the Phoenix yet again. Equinox and Ludra have locked in their picks as Wonder this time playing with the Sky. And I would expect a similar lineup on the other side as well, but I'm not quite sure, unless a certain difference comes in. Oh, Buster, he's looking at the Sage. Okay, that throws things into a mix. There's gonna be a Sova on Split. That is not the usual thing that we see. But Hunter, well, hey, he can work the Sova literally anywhere and everywhere, it looks like.
Why?
It doesn't matter which map. The Sova is a Sova, and Hunter, well, I got no words. I just want to see how he's gonna play that Sova on this map of Split, which, to be honest, nobody goes for. But this guy clearly has something in his mind, and against this guy, well, we're gonna have to find out who's gonna be more potent.
No, was this a misclick? Was this intentional? I have no idea. But maybe Hunter didn't know that this was gonna be the map was Split. I have no clue why he wants to pick up a Sova here. Like, this is the one map where Sova is really horrible in, and at the same time, I understand you're a Sova one trick, you're an incredible Sova player, but you gotta remember something, man. You're trying to pull off a miracle here. And this is the third map of this set. It's either go big or go home here. You either take this or you just lose. And will this be the thing that takes them down? That's gonna be the real question. Because currently, Universe, think of it like this. Sova's good, but where are the flashes? Who's gonna be flashing the team in?
Yeah, that is true. As we have a setup on towards A, and you can see Bullseye. Well, he's stuck in this tight little corner, and he chooses to be here for as long as possible. But that recon, okay, this is why he took the Sova, but Bullseye still wins the first duel through the smoke. JN and Pasha Style hit back, but Sensei is right around the corner, and he's gonna get punished for going through that smoke. 4 versus 2 established in literally less than 5 seconds, as ROG are on the back lines yet again.
You snap your finger, and they're just all dead. RG Academy, I don't think that they have properly recovered from
Last player standing.
One by one, they're just dying on out. Wonder's not gonna be able to find that shot on towards the head of Hunter. Uses that frenzy, gets the final kill, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, it's 0-1. Team Valor, they're looking stronger than ever.
Valor have started off on the good foot, and now they want to just keep on taking these steps further and further, as they did on the map of Ascent. It was 13-3, and there's nothing that gets better than that. They got the first half 9-3. Can they get it again here? At least an 8-4 is what they will be hoping for, as this round should be easily going into favor. But look at this push from the side of our Gian towards mid. Stroky actually expecting it, runs back, Bullseye gets taken by it, but he still got the advantage here. Stroky, he takes down 2 before going down, and Buster's right here for his support, as Ludra all alone towards the B side. The most he can do is take up that orb, but he's not even doing that. JN is gonna clean him up pretty easy here. 1 dink, that's all he gives, but even that's not enough. Number 2 for Valor, as we go into the same situation as it was earlier.
It's happening again now, isn't it, Universe? History is repeating itself. It's 0-2, first buy round. Go big or go home. If you don't win out on this 1 buy round, you know for a fact that Team Valor, they are gonna slap you in the face, silly. They're gonna slap you so hard that you're gonna see stars in your face. And we know for a fact that RG, they're capable of the same thing, but slower, systematic, take a deep breath, controlled breathing, and then go in for these fights. Bullseye, strong position for him, because you got to remember something. This is a composition that works really good on the side of defense, but on attack, all the members of Team Valor, they're on a massive disadvantage because they have no flashes while the defenders do, and they also don't have a raise. That's the thing, their composition doesn't have any form of utility, man. How do you flush people out of corners? I just realized. Oh no.
Well, it's all about that 1 recon and 1 drone that they have that they need to use much as they can, as JN pushes in really heavy. He's on to the A heaven side, but he's got players to face off that are not really gonna stop shooting down whatever they see in their way. Strokey finds 2, and that's a 1v2 on him with a Spectre. The Flash is not gonna give away anything, but he moves on towards heaven where Equinox is waiting for him. That's gonna be the end of it. Number 2 2 for Valor that had gone up has now been countered by the number 1 of ROG. And they need to keep this up. ROG, they cannot let this go down like a cent.
It's just... How do you do this? How do you bring it all back? The way that they're taking these fights, the way that they're taking these engagements, it's working. One by one, they're making it work, but was this round a little bit too close for comfort? Yes, it was. Now, with the Byron coming on downstream, this is where the real fun could just begin. Team Valor. They're going in for this push. The Owl Drone did spot out 2 players, but they wanna spot out a little bit more. A lot of utility already being used. And I'm still wondering, what is Hunter trying to do? I'm trying, like, I don't know, dude. If you tell me at one stage, let's say RG start to win and they're on like a 9-4 scoreline or something. If you ask me, what do Team Valor want to do, I have no idea. Not with this composition, at least.
Yeah, well, they're going in towards B Heaven, and Sensei.
No flash.
Well, that's exactly what you would not expect. That's exactly what you didn't want. 2 versus 1. They did not even look straight up front. They looked left and right. And there it is. Number 2 for RG comes up as they pull out another round. A really convincing round at that one, too.
It's just... They take these fights, they take these engagements, but it's not really the case here now, is it? The way that ROG are playing this, it's just... It's immaculate. They're playing it exactly the way they should to go up against a composition that Team Valor is running. Team Valor, they have such a massive gap just in the terms of composition that they possibly are just going to be the ones to lose everything here. I'm going to bring this up over and over again, primarily because the Sova, it's good, but you need something else. You need a flash, man. You need some smokes. Something to enter these close proximity fights, because let's say you enter into the side of B Heaven, you enter into the side of A. If they have guns, if they have a flash, they have a raise. How do you want to go in for this push? Just how?
Well, we're gonna have to find out. It only has to be in the basis of their smokes. I think that a lot of work has to be done by Pasha Sahil here. RG, they're looking to put up the 3rd and get further on into this lead. And maybe extend that for as much as they can. As Pasha Sahil is going to find an easy kill. Nobody had an idea that he's crawled in over here and he's going to pick up a weapon. And it's up to Bullseye to stop this B push. That recon's going to be coming in any second. And it's up to Bullseye. But he misses the first shot, pulls out the knife. Looking for some sort of success. Not going to work. Hunter finds one. Makes it a second. Ludra's the only one defending this site. He needs to stay alive for his team to maybe find this round. Because the Thrifty is looking really convincing at this point.
Spike planted.
Oh
Last
no.
player standing.
Sound cues. Ludra, you did not hit it. You did not hear him jumping onto metal. You heard him jumping down on the ground. That is just unfortunate. That is really unfortunate.
Oh, dude, it's falling apart. It's falling apart slowly but surely. Mistakes, mistakes, mistakes. RG Academy, they need to reel themselves back in. They need to tighten that knot and put a pirate... Like, what's the name of the knot? I forgot. God damn it. Okay, minus that. They need to tighten the knot as fast and fasten it as hard as they possibly can, because currently in this situation, they're not looking that good now, are they? Once again, they got the 2 rounds, so it's fine. They have the money to work with, so it's good. But with the Hunter's Fury coming on down through Equinox is like, where do I run here exactly? I've never seen a Hunter's Fury on this map. It should not be what happens, but still, somehow the Valor, they're making their way down through. Sensei, he wanted to go in for a cheeky play of his own with that short. He's just not going to be able to find out much. Maybe a little bit of damage, but that's only it. Now Ludra and Wonder. I think he spotted out the gun barrel. There was a pixel there, but that's it. They're walking up, and Ludra should be able to get a freebie for himself. Market angle's going to be in the clear. The timing should be in its favor.
Last player
Ludra!
standing.
Just not going to be able to get it, but it's fine. Nothing to worry about here. Strokey, that's one.
Buried.
But Wonder. Maybe? Nah, that's just not gonna happen. Not twice, anyways.
Absolutely not. JN and Co pull out another round as 4 comes up for the side of Valor. They're having a sudden turn after giving away 2. It looks like they have no issues with it. Now, a full buy round for both of these sides for the first time. And this should give a little bit of a segue as to what exactly we can expect these games to be. And look at this.
What is this?
Oh.
What is this? Really
Is that League of
bad
Legends?
game?
Is that League?
What
that
is
League?
what is this really bad game that they have on the screens right now?
That's not a. I mean,
Is that even a game? I don't think so. But it's fine. Nothing to really worry about here. My producers is gonna kill me after this match, but it's fine.
I love how Riot. I mean, we're playing Valorant, but they're advertising League, and that is beautiful. I mean, if you go to League, can you see something about Valorant?
No.
Maybe you never know, or maybe the Legend of Runeterra, something. But right now, Wonder is gonna be the first one. It's gonna be a legend.
No more charges.
You can see that he putty off out of the way really quick. He's like, oh, wait a minute. Dude, if he put off was in position, Jane was dead.
Spike down A.
Seekers move out. The wall comes up, and JN still finds the kill. And here comes the ultimate. The revival has been made, but Sensei, well, he's being held down. He moves up, no kill whatsoever. The Hunter is completely clear of it. And that showstopper, well,
30 seconds
not
left.
seen a lot of influence of it on the hands of Sensei in the last 2 matches. 4 versus 3. Still Valor in the driving seat. And they're selling this A fake. Look at this. Hunter's holding down, calling it to them that they rotated, and here's no time. It's only gotta be Equinox to hold this one down. He even spots out Hunter, takes him down, finds another Equinox.
No hope they have enough time, barely enough to go in for this plan. They can do it to get that spike down. Pasha's gonna be the one to take down Ultra. Pasha's gonna be able to take down a second as well. Beautiful kills from this man, playing off of JN beautifully there in that angle. He heard the footsteps, he knew exactly what was up. And once again, RG Academy, why are you rushing this man? Why are they running into the A side as if no one's gonna be there? It's a 2 versus 2 situation. You're supposed to take it slow, let the spike plan go down, clear out the angles, then take the fights. They rushed in, and they paid the price for it with their own lives. They're getting impatient, universe.
They are. They're getting really impatient, and they're trying to make things work in a different way, which is not their usual. And with the Sova, Valor seem to have no problem. They don't need this guy, it looks like. Hunter, again, proving his mettle. Goes in, easy kill for him, as JN is looking to confirm number 6. And this is a domination of the highest order, as RG Academy, well, they'll be grateful for the 1 point that they've got with the first map, if at all they lose this one. Because the side of Valor are looking a little too strong right now.
Just... you can see that JN, since he's like had a heart attack, being like, nope, I saw that leg. I saw the legs of that Jet. I'm not gonna be going anywhere near that boy. Have to dash out of it like a dash out of her DMs, but Hunter is gonna side right in and go in for that kill. Team Valor, they take 1 more round for themselves, and with that, 2-6 on the scorecards already, ladies and gentlemen. And now, RG Academy, they're taking another pause to maybe just stop out the momentum, maybe bring something back for themselves. But what can you bring back? It's just a massive upset. Looking at the composition as well, RG Academy, they should have all of the advantages, but they're falling apart like this.
Well, that's the thing. That's exactly why this timeout has been called. What can you bring back? How can you bring it back? That's exactly what's going to be determined by the team members in this timeout, because the minute they have an idea about what they can do differently is what is probably going to get them 1 extra round in this half. Or else it's just going to be Valor just cruising through, having no problem whatsoever. And I think that one difference is going to be Bullseye's operator. I think he needs to hit his shots. I think he needs that first kill. I think he needs that first kill. And I think that one difference is going to be Bullseye's operator. I think that one difference is going to be Bullseye's operator. I think he needs to hit his shots. I think he needs that first kill. I think he needs to hit his shots. I think he needs that first kill. Without that first kill, it's not gonna work. They need the first kill. They need to stop giving up their players, and they need to find that first, initial. And even if they lose a player, they need to get a trade in back immediately so that they can at least even out the odds. Or else it's just gonna stay in a position where ROG can constantly keep losing.
You can see already that they have the position,
Nowhere to
the
run!
manpower, but still Hunter, he pulls the Hunter's Fury, and he's looking for a lot more as well here. Going in for a couple of shots, going in for a couple of plays, making it all happen. Hunter gets the first initial tag, tags down the Sky, so that's a really important pickup for him already. JN, once again, this guy just stands in the middle of an entry point with a recon dart catching onto him, and he just stands there. Balls of steel. He just does not care. So much confidence, he's brimming with it, but now Team Valor, they're looking for a massive lurk and a massive rotation down towards that A side line, but with the two members still holding down onto it strong, Sensei and Wonder, they should be able to do it, but with Bullseye getting the first initial kill, that's all the information they needed. Snap your fingers and it's gonna be an A-side take, and Sensei, he's looking for all them kills.
Oh, JN, he dashes into his death. And here comes a grenade from Sensei to stop them even more. He's being detected, but Sensei's making work happen. Hunter pulls back too, though.
30
He's
seconds.
down to 16 HP, and finally, it pays off. That timeout pays off for the side of ROG Academy. And they're going to get number 3 on the board, but it's still a long way to go. It's not done yet. Just a one round on the back of a timeout is not good enough. You need to build upon it. They need to make sure that every single bit of the strategies that they're building up work to the T. No mistake can be made, because every single mistake you make is going to be Valor's advantage to take, and you can make sure that Valor are a team that will punish you for every mistake.
It's just the way that I take... the way that I want to explain some of the rounds that did happen, and the way that they were able to take this round as well. RG Academy, yes, this is one round for many, but Team Valor, they also made a lot of mistakes here in this round in particular. You see that itself. Because Strokey going in for a push like that, knowing that the side of RG will have an operator on this round, they could have done it just a little bit better. But it's fine. I digress. A lot of money to work with. Team Valor, they're still in the driver's seat. There is another pause being taken. So RG Academy, all the momentum that they did gain in that last round, they just instantly lose it outright. Because taking one pause, just one pause, is going to cause massive upsets when it comes down to you as a team. So, right now, Universe, I want to ask you. Do you think that Team Valor, they can bring this one back down to at least a 7-5 scoreline? Because think of it like this. If there's a 7-5 on the attacking side of Split without a flash, mind you, your defense should be immaculate with this composition.
It should be.
Standing ahead.
Sova's proven to be a lot more powerful right now, as they've even got the lead. As you can see it, it's evident. Sensei playing inside that cyber cage. Oh, Strokey, he's gonna get sprayed down through the smoke, and in the end of it as well, Wonder finds an easy advantage, as Pasha Sayal has to convene away from here and go to his teammates, who are moving in towards A. By the way, there's only one player, Bullseye, holding down with the operator right towards main. And ROG trusts him to find at least one frag and dash away. But here goes the drone to find out where exactly this guy's hiding. And they're going to tag him as well, but he's undeterred. Now he goes away from there. And here's Valor's chance to move it into the side, and they most certainly will.
30 seconds left.
How does this work? They're just rushing into a side. Team Valor, they're just like, okay, we hold their W keys. Maybe if we hold our W keys hard enough, they're not going to be able to stop us. So much utility being put in right around the corner. Buster spots out another player, but Pasha, he's going to be a difference maker. He knows for a fact that one person should be already dropped out. Buster's not looking in the right direction. He's still not going to be the one to die. Pasha's going to be good for a second. Oh no, Buster, look at
One
him!
enemy remaining.
What? Why? How? They're not supposed to do this, but still, Ultra runs out of bullets at the wrong time. Pasha's not going to be able to go in for that
my.
We need a reroll. We need a reroll of this
I'm
round.
just shocked
Can I
for
get an
them.
instant replay, please? Here, holy hell! This is not how it was meant to go.
I have no clue how the hell that worked out for ROG.
Why? How?
Because Buster and Pasha Sahil pulled it out. They
Should I play
literally
some
pulled out
stars
this
in
round
this
into their
man
own
team?
favor. But somehow,
Let's see
out of nowhere, this man, Ludra,
Heading to
is
the
just
above.
a crazy, crazy guy who just has headshots after headshots after headshots. And he's been having a great game, to be honest, individually. Team Valor. They have to consider their options now. They've lost a round that honestly was theirs for the taking. And because of that, they're gonna have to make a little bit of an amendment. But look at Strokey. Oh my god, Strokey! Easy kill for him. He just crawls into that as if it's nothing. And a 5v4 setup in literally a couple of seconds. They know exactly where all these players are. 2 towards A, 2 towards B. And they move in towards A to take their chances because they know here's where the operator is. And close range fights are gonna give him a little bit trouble. Bullseye dashes away. The site has been taken control of. And Wonder's holding down to take down Pasha Sahil. But he actually lets him go past. And Wonder, he goes down. Even though Buster goes down, it's still Valor in the lead. As they take down Equinox as well. 2 versus 4.
Enemy
Make
remaining.
that 2 versus 1. 4 versus 1.
Spike planted.
As Bullseye. Well, you better save the operator, my friend. You've got a lot of players coming your way. And one goes down. Another, nope, not gonna happen. Hunter keeps on swinging in front of him, back and forth, and that's gonna be number 7 on the board for Valor. As
Last
they
round
make up for
before
their
the
last
switch.
round, what was given away.
They're making this work and making it all happen for them, but at this point here, universe,
Here.
Team Valor, if they're able to take one more round, I think we can pretty much write it off and say that ROG, they are gonna have the most difficult of times trying to bring this one back when it comes down to their own attacking half. Because first of all,
This should do.
this map is such a
Get out of my way.
Okay.
okay. Hey, I read a TikTok video yet. Hello TikTok, hello YouTube. How are you?
Revealing area.
Because,
boy.
because who does that? Come on, in a professional level game. We see this in ranked all the time and people just post these clips on TikTok and YouTube. But in a professional game, come
Out
on.
of charges.
No one does that.
Well, I mean, we've seen other people do it before. We've seen Marzel do it before, where he got a 4K. I remember a while ago. It's been a couple of months to that, but yeah, it is what it is. Sensei has got an advantage for his team as they've doubled up on that. 2 players from Valor are down, and now their game plan is to just keep on delivering those blows to the side of Valor. But here comes, but nobody's watching B Heaven.
Spike
Why
down
is B Heaven left open?
Last player standing.
Buster finds the 3rd for himself, and he has the ultimate to revive somebody, and he most certainly will.
30 seconds
But
left.
the spike's a little away from him. He needs to be careful because somebody's coming in towards his direction, and that's Bullseye who dashes away, and 2 of them are still alive. He's gonna have his heal in a couple of seconds,
remaining.
but he's already gone down, Hunter, to Sensei, and it's down to Buster yet again. Seconds on the clock are ticking by
10
down.
seconds left.
And there's nothing Buster can do about it. He can pick up the spike, but there's no way he's getting the plant because both the players on Heaven are just waiting for him.
Switching sides.
It's 5 and 7. It's 5 and 7 now, ladies and gentlemen. I think that Team Valor, they're in the best possible spot now. They're happy. They're ready. They're just gonna chill. They're just gonna wait. They're gonna be like, hey, come at me, bro. Because this is our map now. We're the ones at the advantage because we're on defense. The Sova, a lot more of a stronger character on the defensive side, primarily because of what reason? Because the lineups are a lot more simpler. The recon bolts can get a lot more information from just one entry point. Because the main thing about Split is that the entries, when the attackers are rushing in, they're so open that the Sova can work on defense, but on attack, it's just really hard to get a lot of value out of. That's why he's not picked up as much. He's not that well-rounder that you need as an initiator. But if they can make it work, it's gonna work. He deals so much damage, but the damage needs to translate into kills, and they're gonna make it all happen. It's gonna be a bloodbath down towards the lane side, and one by one they just find all the kills to just shut everything down. Buster's gonna be good for one, Strokey getting a final slap onto another. And Team Valor smiles on everyone's faces. Hunter, he's leading the charge, and honestly, when this guy smiles, you know that Team Valor, they're untouchable.
All right, 8-5. They've gotten a really interesting pistol run that was chaos all over the A side. And somehow RG, they got 2 back, but immediately Valor hit in because they had just too many players facing off, and RG could not stabilize. And now, the side of Valor have an advantage. JN, deep towards mid. He wants to take that fight, but here comes a grenade. He expected it, and he runs away. And he's going yet again for it, and he's gonna get it. He's got support as well. Hunter comes in from Wins. This should be number 9 confirmed.
Maybe. Sensei. He jumps on in. He wants to go for a kill. It's not gonna happen.
Spike
Not
down
today.
mid.
Hunter's gonna be good for 2.
Player
And
standing.
with that, it's just about the cleanup. Last player remaining. Poor old Wonder with 19 HP. Buster's like, yep. Come on, Wall. Break it down. And here comes the play. It's done. It's dusted. 9 and 5 on the scorecard, ladies and gentlemen. Another round going in the favor of the side of Team Valor. And
I'm on my way.
I don't know, man. It feels as the RG Academy. There's a massive disconnect between
I'm
the
on my
players.
way.
They have not yet recollected themselves after the loss on the map of Ascent. I don't see the same level of energy coming out from them. It feels as though energy-wise they're spent. They don't know what they really want to do here.
Indeed. Well, RG, they're gonna have to come up with a game plan soon enough. Hunter is giving them damage with Shock Dart. And here's Pasha's Isle with the bullets ready. He's gonna get one. He looks for a second. He's not gonna get it. He jumps down for some reason. But Hunter's still here. He gets one. Immediately turn it back. RG are stabilizing. But all 3 of their players are less than 30 HP. And that's a problem. Strokey slowly slides himself into the site, and that is another issue to deal with.
1 enemy
And
remaining.
Strokey's found everybody. And that's gonna be number 10, a bonus round 1, and it looks like aggressive. This is gonna be the end.
It just could be. I don't know what to say anymore. I'm really silent primarily because of that. I don't know what to say. What do you say to give encouragement to the squad? One by one, they're getting killed out. One by one, they're trying to go in for rushes, but it's just not working. RG Academy, they're just stuck between a rock and a hard place. Literally, in that last round, they were stuck in under hell. And Buster just ran in, just did a couple of sprays, and just let Strokey go in for the cleanup. All of the members of Team Valor, they have a plan. They know what they want to do. But for RG, it feels like the plan is just not there, but oh boy! Okay, Jan. He was playing with fire, but it's completely fine. And
No,
Dandy!
Pasha.
It's fine. It happens. You do that all the time during our games.
Well, Hunter's not gonna miss. He finds both and the spike as well.
Spike down A.
As Sensei, well, he's been
enemy
given away
remaining.
thanks to the sound cue made by Wonder. And that's going to be the end of that round. Number 11 comes up, and Valor are in cruise control. Looking and raring to finish this map off with possibly a 13-5 scoreline if they win this one.
It's just... What do you say? Do you have any more words of encouragement for the side of RG Academy? Because this is their last buy round. It's either go big or go home for them. One round to end it all. One round to bring it all back. If they do it, did he just get a triple tag?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh boy. Okay. Hey, maybe Sova is the better on split and we've been all wrong. You heard it here, folks, at the Esports Club, the place where you should like and subscribe right now. Sova is The goddamn meta on the map was split. It's happening. Oh, I love that! Oh god, Strokey! You absolute rat! You just did not do something like that!
Spike down B.
Bullseye! I think you know what he did, right, Universe?
Yeah. Yep.
Strokey, you're a literal rat! You're an absolutely
Match point.
disgusting person if you do something like that.
I mean, can you blame him? He's just... He's such
Guy
a
has a
sneaky
Giga
player.
Chat brain. He has such a Giga Chat brain.
This goes here.
Just
That
beautiful.
goes
Strokey. Well, he is clearly having a great game. You can see 17-7 and 3. His KDA.
Get out of my way!
And this could be potentially the last round, but Sensei says something else. He says, no, not yet. We won number 6. We won number 7, and we're going to try this for an overtime. But ROG, how much further can you keep running? It's a marathon, and at some point your legs are going to get tired. And right now, the kings of this marathon are Valor. They got this. They got the sprinting speed of Usain Bolt. And they are looking to finish this one as a sprint itself. 5 versus 5, yet again established thanks to the revive available. As Bullseye makes his way onto the B site, he's gonna get concussed by his own teammate, but the site has been taken control of. The Cosmic Divide allows them to sneak in. As Buster throws in both of his slow orbs, Equinox expects him to come through, but Buster finds 2. Ludra's gonna trade back, and here comes one from the heavens above, Sensei. And Strokey, the sneaky little bugger, needs to find his first kill. He's got somebody planting right next to him, as ROG will take care of him, and Sensei makes it work.
Bring it back, baby. Sensei's in the house. Now the master is in session. Oh my god, Sensei. Bring it all back. And then somehow ROG Academy, they keep their hopes and dreams alive for one more round. Once more, we're going to be looking at the possibility of a comeback, but this comeback is not going to be as easy as you hoped for, because they need to work on their kings. They need to make sure that they have every single nook and cranny under lockdown. Literally. Because there's no Killjoy here. So they don't have that one all the plays about the Cyphers. RG Academy. One round and their hopes and dreams of trying to stay relevant throughout this entire gauntlet will be crushed right here and now. Team Valor. If they take this, RG Academy,
I've got your trail.
woohoo! Okay, Buster.
Found one.
Pure Buster. People run away from that ultimate. You just stand there.
Tripwire
Here
destroyed.
we go, Strokey. He needs to find at least 1 kill here, but nobody's coming towards B Heaven yet. They're a little bit hesitant about this still. Bullseye, he's holding down an angle. He knows somebody's there, and Strokey's just having a look at his camera to make sure that nobody is towards A. Now, this is going to be an all-out push, I think, in the last couple of seconds, but that recon gives away information. 2 players detected, and Hunter is being such a menace with being that Sova.
30 seconds
I don't
left.
even think the Sky is going to have that much value as Hunter is having right now. 15 assists that man's got, by the way, and that's more than everybody who's got a kill on ROG. Wonder comes in, he gets 1. Hunter finds 2. Hunter capitalizing on everything, but here comes JN, and now it's down to the
10
Astros.
seconds left.
He's trying to pull him away, but Lustra,
Planted.
he gets the plant down anyway. Astra versus Astra. Cosmic Divide available on
Doesn't know.
Pasha Sahil. He
Pasha
needs to
doesn't
check
know.
this corner.
Not gonna
Oh
check
no,
it.
he knows now, but it's not gonna work. Ludra's aim is on point today. And that's exactly why he's gonna clutch out number 7 for his team. And in that round, an intense round that almost Valor could have ended the game in, goes towards ROG, and they survive for another.
Probably place some stars in the astral plane.
I'm just gonna say this one more time. Just look at Hunter has 15 assists, and that's more assists than the number of kills that anybody on ROG has got.
It's just... How? This is not how it's supposed to work. This is not how good a Sova is supposed to be on this map. 15 assists? 15! And they're just making it work! The side of Team Valor, they're angry! The first mid push being given out by the side of RNG Academy, and they just all fall apart. ENIGMA is gonna be the one to catch out JN, who was just not ready for that fight. Just standing out in the middle of the open, not really sure about what he wanted to do, but it's completely fine and dandy because Buster, he's still alive. He's trying to go in for one more kill. He's holding down in that corner. But Equinox, he knows that Buster could just go in for this smooth, sneaky peeky like wins it all. Hunter, he's at a Mexican standoff against Sensei. Who's gonna be better, the Master or the Hunter? And it is gonna be Hunter to try and win this one out. 2 versus 4. Are we gonna say it, Universe? Are we gonna jinx it?
No, I'm not gonna say anything. Well, Hunter has something to say though, and that's gonna be it.
Defenders win.
Valor pull out the comeback victory after losing out their home map, and they are gonna take down ROG Academy in their wholesome, and that's gonna be it. 2-1. Valor move on ahead. They're gonna go up the group standings, and that is going to be one comeback that ROG are gonna feel a lot hurt from.
I don't know, dude. I really don't. Hunter just had so much control, dude. That's Sova. That's Sova, man. No, dude, no. This is not how it was meant to go. I don't even know the meta anymore. I'm no longer an analyst. I am nothing. I'm just gonna walk away because Hunter just taught me the game in a completely different new light. Sova's this good, and he got this many kills. We're gonna be looking at the scoreboard later, but for now, we're going to be jumping into the match highlights. Because this was a roller coaster of emotions, this entire map. And the fact that Team Valor, they made this strategy work. On attack, mind you, where they got a 7-5 lead. How?
It just had to happen. Valor had control, you know, from the beginning of the game itself. Even the rounds that they lost, Valor has something to say in it. And it was just, you know, a couple of small, tiny little fractional mistakes that cost them the round, and that they, you know, capitalized upon. They made sure they didn't do it again. And in the second half, once they had, you know, the pistol round, it was just smooth sailing for them. And, well, RG Academy, to be honest, I really thought that if they would have won the pistol, this could have gone probably to overtime. Maybe, you know, they could have had a 13-10, maybe 13-11 victory. But Valor are just so good with their basics. They're so good with their defaults that there is nothing you can do that this team cannot counter.
It's just the way that RG were playing. It didn't feel as though they were playing like a complete unit as they were doing in the map of Haven. It feels like as soon as they won Haven, overconfidence kicked in for the map of Ascent, and overconfidence just killed them out entirely. Like, they were like, oh, it's fine, we lost out a couple of rounds. Oh, we won out the 3 rounds, maybe we can just take it easy a little bit. Maybe Team Valor, they don't know what's up. And that kind of mentality just got to them throughout the entire game. They were not really taking fights together as a squad. People were overcommitting towards angle. They started pushing through smokes, and they were not going in for trades together as a unit. That just costed them so many rounds that it really shouldn't be the case here at all. Now, is it, Universe? Because look at the scoreboard already. 13-7, 13-3, and 13-7 as well. Just didn't work out for them. Let's head on down over to the group standings, because this is a heartbreaking loss of a set for RG Academy, because they should have been the ones to take it all away. They shouldn't have been the ones to bring it all back. But as soon as Hunter came back onto the server, it was already over. And now as you look at the standings, TEAMXO, look at them. They're untouched. They played all of their 7 games and they didn't drop a single loss. Their entire sets were immaculate. 7-0 and 14. TEAMXO, they're the team to beat here.
Most certainly, they are the team, but Valor have come up in front. RT Academy might have pulled off a point, and now they're on par with Seoul Esports, but Valor now have a better chance at finishing off in the playoffs. But the only thing that they need to consider is that both Seoul and RG have a game in hand more than them. The max number of points that Valor can put up are 9, whereas the side of Seoul and RG Academy, both together also can put up 9. So this is a conundrum because who's gonna qualify? I think if all three of them win the remaining of their matches, Valor, Soul, and RRG, which is probably not gonna be possible, but at least two of them are gonna compete, and that is something that we need to keep in mind as we move in further towards the climax of the season 3 group stages. Everybody needs to try and make it work as hard as possible because Exploit, True Rippers, and Valor, they're gonna try and fight for the second position now. And the group standings on this group, the group of death, has looked a lot more potentially damaging. You can see it. Everybody's fighting for something or the other, except for the last two. I believe God Particles and the side of M42 have a very difficult season. And the last God Particles, well, they've had a little bit of a, difference from M42. I think they also maybe can try to not make it to the playoffs, but at least to, the safety zone where they don't get relegated, nor do they qualify. That's something they can try for, but it depends on the matches that they win. They've got 2 left themselves. It's all about what's going to end up in the last 2 games for each of these teams.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing all of that. And if you don't want to miss out on any of these high-octane actions, what you really need to do is, of course, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and also hit that notification bell to get notified when we do go live. And as you're here dabbling around with all 3 of those buttons, maybe hit the show description as well, because we got a lot of incredible deals from our sponsors, from Cosmic Byte, 656, and of course, Crucial. If you want to get a jersey like this, if you want to look fly, if you want to look sexy, and if you want to support your favorite teams, make sure to check it all out. The ads are there. The instructions are all present as well. Use the code. Get yourself a jersey, support us, and also support your favorite teams. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, that's all that we have for you for the 4 p.m. game. Don't go anywhere because, hey, we got an 8 p.m. game right around the corner, which is like, what, 1 hour away? So what are you really worried about? Because when it comes down to the Esports Club, the action just never stops. But for now, we're both gonna be signing on off, and we're gonna be back with the real shortly with the LG Ultragear Tec Gauntlet Season 3, powered by Crucial. Our apparel partners are 656, accessories partner Cosmic Byte, and our esports partner is none other than Aimlab. We'll catch you all in just a little bit.